Like, literally no matter what.
Low-key, I take it back about the wizard shit because, bro, I really had taco stands.
Yeah.
In the parking lot across the street.
That shit's hard.
We just started the episode. No one knows what you're talking about.
Welcome
to Brown Bag episode 36.
Yeah.
Are we recording over there?
Yeah.
You gotta make sure
we're
we're
recording.
present.
Yeah.
Bro, so you guys, I was debating. I was like going against the team. I'm talking about this topic, which was they had a banda, taco stand, and lowriders in front of the Metropolitan Detention Center on Alameda and Commercial Street for a guy named Wizard. And I was like, no, bro, we talked about something similar, which is when like a Buchona brought some banda to her husband, I think on their anniversary or like was it
That
like
was locked up.
That was locked up. But this one is legendary because this fool really had like, they had a taquiza going on.
Yep.
Well, bro, and he's probably just, and I think it's more like of a, first that's some player shit. Because my mom wouldn't even come visit me in juvenile hall. Like if she was working, it's not that she couldn't, but she was working. Or even when I worked, or like even when I went, like, got moved to camp, which was in the city of, oh my God, I forgot the city's name. It's, city.
Is it like deep in the valley or something?
Is it Irvine? Not Irvine. What's the city next to San Dimas?
Azusa?
No, next to
Pomona.
No, it's like a rich.
What?
Covina?
No, next to San Dimas. Fuck.
Next to San Dimas. Raging Waters.
No, Raging Waters. Shout out Raging Waters.
It's not Azusa? Mount Baldy?
Hold on.
I don't know about the SGV. I'm
If
gonna be
we
honest.
One second, real quick. I just want my headphones up a little bit. Sorry. Put me up in the headphones, like Eminem.
We swapped the wire, though, right?
I'm not sure. I don't know where this
City of
one is.
Laverne.
Laverne.
City of Laverne.
Oh, okay, perfect.
There's a university over there.
Yeah.
I heard that Laverne is like a dead spot for like people's Wi-Fi or like a certain. I want to say T-Mobile maybe. Or is one of the phone carriers and Laverne, it's like a dead spot.
For real?
Damn, that's crazy.
So,
yeah.
so I was locked up in the city of Laverne, and like obviously my mom doesn't drive, so she would just have to like get a ride, or I think she once busted
Dang.
from Echo Park all the way to the city of Laverne to go visit her baby.
Sheesh.
You?
So shout out moms, yes. But this tripped me out, the fact that it's like, oh my God, like, and then the fact that you're like if I used to hate when I was in Eastlake, because I could see like the cars going on the 10 or the 110, I used to be like, damn, I want to go home too.
I want to be in one of those cars.
But you're like in the little window like this.
Yeah.
So I would always be like, no, put me in the window where I could only see the juvenile hall because I don't want to see everybody in the downtown.
You don't want to see that.
Because you see the downtown labor and you're like, damn it.
Yeah.
Everybody's downstairs kicking it and I'm over here.
¿Por qué? Por pendejo.
Por pendejitis. Por pendejitis.
It's for being a tiger?
It's for being a tiger and doing just kid shit.
Oh, okay.
A lot of dumb petty crimes, you feel me? But shout out Wizard and his family for loving
Yeah,
him
shout out
very-
Wizard. Shout out the homie Javier Cabral who covered that story for LA Taco.
Yeah.
Nice.
Wizard, we free you soon.
Except, what is he there for? Come on, like we
They
don't
didn't
even-
want to disclose.
Okay, so see,
they literally
like,
didn't want to
we're
disclose.
like literally like, yeah, Wizard, and what if it's some wild stuff he's in there for?
Yeah.
Still shout out Wizard for his
You don't
great
think
family.
You don't
I
think
don't know.
you don't think it's parking tickets?
I don't think it's right. Or tagging.
They said
With a
this
name
is the
like
third year.
Wizard?
This is the third year that they've
And he's
done
not
it.
a grand wizard, right?
No, I would hope not.
Is Grand Wizard KKK shit?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I knew I heard that word somewhere.
A grande wizard.
Put that a Harry Potter.
I was thinking,
Oh my God.
My mind instantly
was
went to
Dumbledore a
poster.
Grand Wizard?
No,
Whoa.
stop.
what color is his hood?
Voldemort.
No,
for
but you know they are suing. This is totally off topic, but we're here. I think they're trying to sue J.K. Rowling because they're saying like just some of the characters are very like a little bit racist. I think that the people in the banks that it might be
Oh, the
like
goblins?
yeah, the goblins are somewhat Jewish related. Or
Oh.
like some kind of stereotype of Jewish people, and they're
okay,
going
okay.
after for that. And then I
Oh.
also think there's something to do with. I'm not too sure. I just.
I
saw
know
it.
what
the
you're talking
Goblin
about.
one, yeah, the Goblin one. I think it is kind of because they think they're better and they have more money and they're like
Stereotypically,
yeah,
not
stereotypically,
true.
yeah. No. I'm saying
Hey, yo,
now.
they
They're
come
drawing
after it, yeah.
parallels to stereotypes that are assigned to a certain type of people.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's not
Yeah. And those people that they feel like they're being stereotyped
Yeah.
are like upset about it.
Which low key, if that's the case, how are we gonna sue the minions? Because those fools are Mexican AF.
Oh,
They
yeah,
even
on
say
God.
Mexican Spanish words. They're in overalls. They're little workers.
There's a lot
and
of
they're
them.
stupid.
And they're bald.
Yes.
Ron's a minion.
No.
You're not stupid though.
Who can we sue?
Yo, literally, that's funny that you said it because I was at Universal with Lil Vic. Shout out my son if he watches this.
Hello, Vic.
And I took a picture and I was like, 2 minions. Because they literally like, you know, his teeth are growing in, like his front 2 teeth, so they're a little bigger.
Yeah.
And literally like side by side, I'm like, this kid's a little minion right now.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Callie looks like the
Group?
Okay, you have to explain Callie now.
bald with a
Insider
big
knowledge.
nose.
Callie's the homie.
With the beard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there's that. I don't know how we got there, but hey, you talked about Universal Studios. Let's get into Don't You Know I'm Local. Universal Studios is now going to, or coming soon, is going to be Super Mario World, Nintendo World.
Yeah.
I'm super excited for that.
So excited.
Oh, no, we're going to get copyrighted. If I
I love everything Super Mario. Because even if you think it's Nintendo, I don't know if it's Nintendo or Super Mario. But if it's Nintendo, then that's Donkey Kong, that's Kirby, that's like all this amazing stuff. But even if it's just Super Mario, I'm low-key trying to play Mario Kart live in
in
person.
real life, everybody's like, off the rip. As soon as I seen that, I'm like, drunk Mario Kart.
Oh my God, that would be insane.
You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
first of all, let's not. You mean that's drunk driving?
Is it?
Yes. If you're playing Mario,
Oh, we don't do that, huh?
No.
No, but like, no, I thought the car was gonna drive itself. We don't know. We don't know.
Yeah,
what
we
it's
don't.
like yet.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
That's what I imagined. I
you're
didn't
lit-
imagine
oh.
myself actually driving it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What did they give you shells? To throw?
Yeah.
Oh, shells.
I hit a
But
motherfucker
now-
What
with a
if
red
they
shell.
have a shell, like gas station? I don't know. I'm excited for
I'm
like.
tired of gas station. I have like gas station PTSD right now.
Yeah,
What a
same.
guy. So
Or even like the bananas.
Oh, you
like
throw
all
those-
of that.
I want to see how they incorporate into real life. I think there's already one in Japan, if I'm
in
not
Japan,
mistaken.
yeah.
Yeah,
So I
that's where
remember
they got
people-
like the photos from.
Wow,
Fucking awesome.
that's gonna be
Like
crazy.
what it might
It's
look
gonna be
like.
on the bottom lot on the last one. It's gonna be by Transformers. I was just there. I was looking at it. I want to take pictures already and like see what's behind there.
It says like coming soon, or
Yeah.
you see the. Wow.
It says coming soon 2023. It's only 9 months away.
I'm so excited. I cannot wait. I already love Universal Studios for
Their beer.
Harry Potter.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
okay.
for Harry Potter, the Simpsons stuff is always fun.
Yep.
I low-key was thinking, will they change the Simpsons? Because the way we know the Simpsons, kids don't know the Simpsons. It's not
Mm.
something they watch. It's probably something super back in the day.
But it
You
is
know?
always super popular.
It's always going to be
Like,
popular
it's always
because of
there.
nostalgia.
Yeah.
Like, we're going to keep it alive.
Yeah,
But
Pop
if you
culture.
really look at it, it's like people don't know these characters.
you're right. I wouldn't put nothing past closing because they closed Back to the Future ride. That was the most popular
Yeah,
ride.
I love
They
Back
made
to
it the
Future.
Simpsons ride.
They made it the Simpsons ride.
Wow.
So
I mean,
it's like nothing safe.
Okay, so
Nothing sacred.
this past weekend we went to Six Flags. It looks like county over there. Like it looked like dry. Like it looks like boarded up. Like
Really?
no one cares about Six
Ah.
Flags. And it used to be so cool,
I used to
right?
fuck with Six
And then we
Flags.
went to, because we go with 2 toddlers, so we went to Bugs Bunny Land, and that looked like even more sad. Like I was just looking at
Oh.
this, like damn, I could have sent these fools to like, I don't know. It just feels like some rundown summer camp.
Oh.
Like everything's boarded. They don't even make anything with like actual metal or like
does that shit
building.
Does that shit give like super like
Super sad vibes though.
what's that movie called? Final Destination vibes.
Maybe anything sad vibes. Anything
Adventureland?
sad vibes. But you know, when I was there, I was wondering what went wrong, because this is still the roller coasters are fire, everything. But then I started thinking maybe it's that Universal got so modernized, and for us, Universal's low key closer. I think a lot of LA people go to Six Flags, right?
Yeah.
But if Universal Studios is on the way or kind of by there, probably at a cheaper price, and it has its own type of like, granted, it's not crazy roller coasters, but the effects that they do, they've modernized it.
attractions, yeah.
They made it really poppin'.
Yeah.
Before Universal wasn't as poppin'.
It's
Yeah.
player. Universal's player.
Super
Yeah.
player.
And then it comes with a lot. The movie theaters, the shops.
Yeah, the city walk.
Dodgers.
You know what? That's where they fucked up.
Yeah.
They're strictly a theme park, and in
They don't
2022,
have a downtown.
you need that
Six
downtown
Flags.
Disney, that city walk.
Yeah.
Because I started when I moved to Hollywood, I was like, oh, I always wanted to go here, like city walk, like often. I hardly ever went as a kid because it was like kind of far. And then so I started going to City Walk, and I'm like, why don't I just get a season pass? And that's how it starts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now I'm always at City Walk. I can get into City Walk free parking because I have a season pass. And then every like 2-3 times that I go to City Walk, I'll go into the actual park.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Dude, and the pricing for Six Flags, remember you could get in with the Coke? Like, hey, bring
Yeah.
your Coke. It's $100. That's the price at Disneyland.
Yeah.
But it's not the same vibes at all. But it low-key feels like, here's your charity. Like, we'll pay the $100 for a ticket of adult. Yeah, it's expensive.
And also, when you go to like Six Flags, you kind of like really have to plan it.
It's an
when you go to
all-day thing.
Universal,
That's
you
a
could just
mission.
be like, you want to go right now?
Pop
Let's
in,
go.
pop back
Yeah.
out.
But we used to do that shit.
And then we could go eat somewhere else. And then we could watch a movie after or anything. Because
Yeah,
Universal
lots
has
of
everything.
options.
So you wanna know what's crazy? A lot of my homies that grew up like K-Town, Hollywood area, when they're like ditch in middle school and high school, they'll go to Universal. They'll go to City Walk.
Yeah.
They'll literally hop on the red line. It drops you off right
And
there.
it's a vibe. It always felt modern. It always felt cool.
They have Taco Bell there, Panda.
Yeah.
They got good Blaze Pizza.
Subway.
Yeah. They have everything. Dodger. They have their own Raider store.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
Shout out City Walk for keeping it up.
We ate sad-ass chicken strips and freaking...
And fries.
That's the
Seasoned
problem. They don't got no
fries.
good food. They need to
No.
set up
And then
taco
they low-key have an
vendors.
area that says sushi. I do not get the sushi,
Sushi
at
at
Six
Six
Flags.
Flags.
That's why it's like right there by Goliath. Don't go in there. That's crazy.
Hey, you.
You know how they say like sometimes like in jail they give you ostrich meat instead of like actual like
Ostrich
ham
meat?
or whatever.
You're eating Roadrunner.
Facts. That's what you're eating there.
meep. Like, what the
Yeah.
fuck was that? My sushi just meeped.
Yeah, but I'm excited for Nintendo World. As somebody
Same.
that like really likes video games, I love that.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited for Nintendo World. And let's see what else is going on. And don't you know, I'm local. Shout out to March 11th. When was that? Last week?
Friday.
Last Friday?
Friday.
Yeah. That's right.
Damn.
Yeah.
I didn't get any presents.
Latina History Day.
Yeah, they
Wow, let's
proclaimed
cover
March 11th in LA Latina History Day.
that. I feel like our Latinas should get a month, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
steps,
Well,
right?
this whole month is Women's History Month.
Yeah, facts.
So they're saying like within Women's History Month, give Latina History a day.
Fire. That's
I've dedicated my entire life to Latinas. So
beautiful. Yeah, facts.
ain't gotta
My
worry
life
about
has
that.
been dedicated to our to my Latina Aztec queens.
Yeah, there
You
you
know
go.
what I mean? I love it. But see, I don't like this.
Why?
Because now Latinas are just gonna be even crazier on the 11th.
Oh my
Shut the
God.
fuck
Like a
up.
full
It was my
moon
day
type vibe?
today.
It's my day.
Buy me tacos, bitch.
Yeah.
Like, oh my
I
God.
need hot Cheetos in the morning and at night.
Yeah, what can we do for Latina History Day? Cause tampoco, don't get all toxic. Like celebrate Frida, celebrate all the Latinas
Marilyn
that really
Monroe.
are popping. You really want you? I don't know if this is true.
It's true. I just looked it up.
I know, but see, I don't know that looking up something makes it true.
I'm a journalist.
In
I
today's
trust
day
my
and it-
sources.
Okay.
I wouldn't have said it if it was just not even true. I looked it up. So yes, if people don't know, somebody told me and I didn't believe them, so I had to look it up. Marilyn Monroe was actually half Latina.
Damn.
Technically, her mom was born in Mexico.
Mexican national.
Yes,
Like that
but
one dude that got canceled because he was really crazy. The comedian. What's his name? I guess he like jizzed in plants. What's his name? You guys know who I'm talking
What are
about.
you
The white comedian. What?
Louis C.K.
Louis C.K. just in plants.
He's a Mexican national.
Hella
He's a
freaky.
white guy,
Ah.
but he's a national of Mexico. He even speaks Spanish, all of that. Yep.
No, but
Crazy,
she
right?
actually might be actually Mexican. The thing is that her marketing was specifically to be
Yeah.
this American dream girl. They didn't
A
want
lot of people did that.
any trace of her being Latina at all.
Yep.
So they actually were talking about that, like, oh, her mom was her family's from the Midwest, which was never true. Her dad was American, and then her mom supposedly was
Is
Mexican.
that racist?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's conforming
right.
yourself, but a lot of people did. They changed their
Yeah.
names. There's a lot of Latinos in media or like in Hollywood from back in that day that we would never guess are Latino because they had to conform to be accepted by white people.
Charlie Sheen,
Yeah. A lot of Richie Valens.
Richie Valens.
I'm mad now.
Want to hear her real name?
Yeah.
Norma Jean
She's Mexican.
Norma Jean
Mortefon.
what?
Mortezon.
Mortens.
Mortensen. Her dad was, but Norma Jean? Norma? Norma? How many Normas do you know? She didn't look like a Norma. That's crazy. But it makes
I'm not
sense.
claiming her.
Yeah. Like
Why?
let's celebrate like
her.
Latinas that are out about their Latina ship. Like how about that?
Yeah, maybe she couldn't, though.
No, I know maybe she couldn't, but it's like, hey, it's Latina History Day. Let's celebrate the white girl that hit it. Yeah.
You are right. Okay. I'm going to what you
Was
said.
she
Let's
smashing the
celebrate some
presidents?
Latina AF, girl.
Yeah,
She was
Salma
smashing-
Hayek,
Yeah. What?
my favorite.
She was what?
She was smashing the presidents. Fool.
She just sings really sexy. Happy birthday, Mr. President.
Oh yeah, she for sure was smashing. Bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, shout out to Latina. Latina is Frida Kahlo.
Salma
Yeah.
Hayek.
Salma. I love me some Salma.
Yeah.
Oh, the girl from Euphoria, the boy girl.
Yeah, I need to watch
Alexa Demi?
Euphoria.
Oh yeah, let's celebrate her all the way.
Oh,
please.
yeah.
Yeah, shout out my
Yeah.
beautiful. Shout out,
Alexa.
yeah, shout out you, baby girl.
She's from LA too.
Yeah.
She from. Oh my God. I ain't gonna lie, I'll give it up for her.
Give what up?
Yeah, everything.
She's a little too old for you,
Fuck
Playboy.
brown bag. I'm going with her. Just kidding. She could come on brown,
Brown
bag.
bag.
Yeah.
Can we book her as a guest?
No.
Okay.
Fuck if Letty's gonna be asking her about like her life, and me, you're gonna be like,
Keep your mouth open. Do no cheese me.
yeah, I love her.
All right, no, let's give it up for Latinas that
Yes.
are like Latina AF.
Facts.
Is there? Are we missing any?
Well, yeah.
Oh yeah, all of
Gang
them.
of 'em.
A lot of them. You guys didn't even say what.
Only three
Yeah.
come to mind. Salma Hayek,
That wasn't it.
Alexa Demi.
And why? Because they're all hot.
Oh, you know
Get it
what?
together, guys.
The first Wonder Woman was Latina.
Ah, you're right.
The first Wonder Woman was Latina.
Did she claim to be Latina?
And shout out to Rita Moreno. If we're gonna go like acting wise, she was the first Latina. I want to say, hold on, and she repped it to win all of those. What's the thing called? Like when you win a Grammy, you win like
He got
EGOT.
Oh, it's
She's Puerto Rican.
it's an Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and a Tony.
Let's see.
EGOT.
Damn, she won all of that?
Mm-hmm. Tony is, I believe, stage acting, like doing plays. Emmy is television. Oscar is movies, and Grammy is music. It's pretty fire.
I love it.
Yeah.
Pick someone while I research this because I want to
Pick
make
some.
sure.
Oh,
Fuck, what's it called? Victoria?
Victoria who?
Victorious from Victorious?
I'll pick Laura.
Laura. That's a good one.
Yeah, she brought TV to all of us. Entertainment.
Yeah.
That,
Fact.
¿Fue la
There-
gorda de la flaca?
No.
No, just La Flaca. Just
That sucks that
Okay,
nobody ever-
let me go real quick with the Rita Moreno so we can
okay.
move on.
All right.
She what is called the Triple Crown of Acting, where she's won an Academy Award, an Emmy, and a Tony, as well as the EGOT, which is the Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, Tony. Like, go ahead, girl. They even renamed, look, the Hispanic Organization of Latin Actresses renamed their award for excellence in her honor. Now it's called the Rita Moreno Award for Excellence. So just big up to her because definitely
fire.
in a time where people weren't owning their heritage, she was like, I'm gonna just ride with this. So shout out to you.
That's
Rita
fire. Well, I have one more shout out. There's a girl named Mija Doris. You guys know her?
No.
She used to manage Cuco
Oh, nice.
back in the day.
Oh, I met her.
Okay.
Her. Is that her name? Her name's Dolores?
No, her name is Mija.
Oh.
Mija Doris. So I don't know her either. I've never met her. She's my homegirl's homegirl, but she just got her program called Mija picked up by Disney, and it's gonna be on Hulu.
Nice.
I
like,
see
yeah.
people posting about it.
Yeah, and she's like a local person in the scene, and she's gonna she got her shit pop.
Let's
So
give it
shout
up
out
for
to her,
What's her name?
Mija Doris. So her new
I did meet her.
Okay,
Okay,
yeah.
I confused Dolores with Doris.
Yeah.
Shout out Ugly Primo. He introduced me at the Nike LA thing.
Yeah.
Where it was I think it was for the Latinos. Born and raised was there. The homie from Kids of Immigrant, and then I met her.
Yeah.
Briefly, it was like a shake, but
Her
people
program
were
is gonna be
people were
called-
coming up to her like crazy.
yeah, it's about her life story, and it's called Mija. So yeah, it's gonna be on Hulu soon.
Shout out her.
I'm gonna run through some incredible Latinas. We're just gonna do it really quick.
Let's do it.
Big up to Ellen Ochoa. She's the first Latina to go to space. She did that in 1990.
Three.
I think it's either 3 or 5. So this lady, I'm gonna say it wrong. Joan Baez, she was like in the era of like Bob Dylan and like she is like a social singer kind of, but she's Hispanic AF, okay? So I want to say she did De Colores or something. She did like a song that we all know, and then she's just really popping. Shout out to her. And if I got it wrong, I'm sorry. Dolores Huerta, we've all heard the name, right?
There's mad schools named after her.
Definitely an activist for farm workers in the early 20th century. That is until Dolores Huerta. Oh, wait. She helped create the United Farm Workers organization. So big up to you. Of course, we're gonna talk about her later. Selena, gotta big up
The
Selena.
one.
Let me.
Even though she was a no sabo, I love her.
This is a lot. I just want.
Come on, la plug.
Oh, okay.
For no sabo.
This lady should get a big up. Maria Elena Salinas. We know her. She's the news anchor. She is the longest running female news anchor on U.S. television. She's the first Latina to receive a Lifetime Achievement Emmy, dubbed the voice of Hispanic America. You know her if you see her. She's like,
Oh,
yeah.
You know her.
What?
You didn't recognize her by
I
her
was like,
name? Yeah.
Hey,
I think it's her and Jorge Ramos that are like the.
Earlier, Maximo
News
said
anchors.
Laura.
I'm trying here. Like I know you guys are gonna go for that, and you should. You're dudes. Like
Wait,
I
who's
get
the
it.
one? Who's the one from Caso Cerrado?
Laura.
That's
Oh, okay.
no, that's the one in Miami. Angie, you know the one.
What's her name?
Cause she even sings her own. That's her. Caso
She
Cerrado.
sings her own song?
Yeah, she
Shout out
sings
to her.
own-
What's her name? Ana Maria Polo.
Yeah.
Hell yeah!
She's so
Shout out to
fucking
her.
full of herself.
Yeah.
She's a fucking know-it-all.
Salute to her.
Yeah. I like her.
Great show. That's so funny.
Yeah. She's a judge. She's supposed to know it all. How dare she?
No, but she screams at her like
Yeah.
she screams at them like crazy. Like, bro,
Yeah.
I'm right. Like,
It's kind of just like how Judge Judy was popping. It's
Yeah.
like they're gonna take
yeah, a
that
lot of
on.
those
Caso
shit.
Cerrado.
So yeah, big up to all the fine Latinas, all the powerful Latinas, all the fine and powerful Latinas, and everyone in between.
Yep.
If you're popping, if you're on your
you have a
like
good
come
soul.
up, if you're just Latina, shout out to you
Yep.
on March 11th, which was last week.
Yeah.
Facts.
All right. From that to let's go to March Madness because it's going down. It's starting already. If this drops Friday, this would have started already.
Yeah, it's that already.
Some big schools to shout out here, since it's Don't You Know I'm Local, is UC Irvine. They're going to be playing Duke.
Wow.
UCLA is going to be playing Akron. I wonder who LeBron is going for. Because Akron, Ohio.
Yeah.
But he didn't play in Akron, did he?
No,
No,
he
he
went straight
didn't.
to high school.
Definitely went straight
went
to
to
the
high
NBA.
school?
I mean,
He went
sorry,
straight to the NBA.
straight to NBA.
He went straight to Cleveland.
Yeah. And March Madness, I really am not up on this. It's college basketball. It's brackets. It's all of that. It's a future song. All
This-
of that.
It's exciting.
March Madness is kind of like when baseball's playoffs start.
Yeah,
Because
That's when
nobody
people start
cares
paying
about the
attention.
regular season until March Madness comes up, and it's like everybody starts getting into the brackets and like stuff like that. So yeah, man, I'm excited. UC Irvine, I'm pretty sure there's some Latinos in
Yeah.
UC Irvine.
I think Fullerton's playing no tune, right?
Did we get an update on Fullerton?
Fact check.
Fullerton.
Fact check.
Yeah.
Fullerton's playing too.
Yeah,
CSUF.
I think
Cal State
yeah.
Fullerton.
I went to Cal State Fullerton to talk one time about like radio, and
have
I
a
was
good
like,
department.
"Oh, shout out to Fullerton." Remember Angie? Angie, you went with me.
How was it when you went to go talk
Angie,
to the
did you
kids?
go to Cal State Fullerton?
I didn't. I went to Finham.
Oh yeah, she went to Fidham.
What's that? Some Orange
Fidham
County
is
shit?
no some LA, some
LA.
rich girl
Downtown.
stuff, design, fashion, all of
You never
that.
heard of FITM?
It's right here.
Yeah.
Urban and Hope.
You never see the sign?
Duke on Friday.
Fullerton, right?
Yeah.
So
Oh, Fullerton,
why
so
is
not
he
Irvine.
No.
Okay,
Well,
correction. It's okay.
I remember saying UC Fullerton. I don't know
UC
how
Fullerton?
Irvine popped up there. That's not a misspelling.
You said UC
Huh?
Fullerton.
Duke is ranked number 2, so
Yeah.
if Fullerton beats him, that's
Wow,
Yeah,
that's
it
like
was
a
like an
great
upset.
15.
Okay.
We should bet on it.
Well, see, that's the
Fullerton.
yeah. That's the interesting part about March Madness is the upsets because
Yeah, that's
the,
what I'm
the
saying.
talent level isn't so like vast usually.
Right.
There's like there's some good teams up top, but everybody in between they're just playing ball. You know what I'm saying? It's different than the NBA. It's like these teams are a lot closer to each
and
other.
then there's probably kids that went to UC Fullerton that
Cal
just
State
didn't get the right exposure. I mean, is it Cal State?
Yeah.
Cal State Fullerton. Fuck! Like that went to Cal State Fullerton that probably didn't get the same exposure as most kids that went to Duke, or maybe the grades weren't there or financial. So maybe that's why they're not at a big school like a USC, UCLA, Duke, Kansas, or whatever. So shout out to the young people playing at UC Fullerton. They're probably my age.
Yo,
Duke
Actually-
is a really good school.
Yo,
Duke, it's like it's a.
I just remember Tupac wore a Duke jersey, and
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's fire.
so imagine how downtown Fullerton is gonna be when they play Duke.
That's
Yeah,
just
that's
finna
fire.
gonna be. I'm down to go to
Fucking
the
Yeah, let's
crazy.
go.
Yo, I'm low key. I'm down. That would be
Yeah.
sick.
Hey, book us.
Yeah, on
Book
God.
us to your frat parties.
On God. I like OC
Imagine
now.
us
Orange County, yeah, we
Like a
love
bunch of
you.
college kids.
Let's
Like,
rock.
what's the movie where
see.
Will Ferrell's old and then
Old
they go,
school.
yeah, it's you look at it
Nah,
like,
but-
get out of here. Even
Yeah.
you.
No, they're
even
my
you.
age.
You're old to them.
No,
No,
you're
you're
Graduating age
old.
now, 22.
Bro, we're old to that.
Now
You're
you're a
old to
senior.
them.
Now you're a senior.
Am I a senior in
They're like
in
18,
college.
19-year-olds though. Like,
Yeah.
like
Super senior.
yeah.
Fuck yeah,
A super
bruh.
senior.
Red shirt.
No,
You guys are
'cause
super red shirted.
No, I'll be a regular senior. Fuck you, Josh. I'm like, no.
I'm a super senior.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Right now, I'll be
It's
getting my
not a
master's.
diss to be a super senior. But
Well,
it is.
It doesn't go like that in college, does it?
No, it's just
No, because you
college.
could just go, okay.
Some people be.
I was like Kanye. I was like, fuck you, Josh.
Yeah.
Did you guys have super seniors at your high school?
Yes.
Yeah.
If I had a super senior that was dating like a fucking, he was like,
Oh, that's
he was like
scary.
19,
Yeah.
and she was like a sophomore.
Oh, yeah.
But he wasn't a super senior by choice. He was like, he came late
Yeah,
to the
it's never
United
by choice.
States.
Mm.
I'm not saying it justifies it.
Yeah.
But, you know what I mean? Like, it was like 4-year-old. Like, we used to be like, fool. Like,
Yeah.
go buy his beers.
I had a super senior. Shout out to Fernando.
That's fucked up.
He flunked like twice. He flunked
Oh,
like
yeah.
like 8th grade and then like 10th grade or
How do
something
you
crazy.
how do you flunk 8th grade?
I don't know, just not going.
I have
But-
straight
But
Yes.
this is probably before. Remember, No Child Left Behind? They would just like scoot the child, like
Yeah,
like
it
they, you won't fail anyone. But
Yeah.
some people
Was that
should
our
be
era?
failed because
It
there's
was
a
right
lot
before.
of grown ass adults that don't know how to spell or
Yeah.
don't know good grammar.
I was literally like, I had like straight F's, and they were like, go on
Yeah.
high school, you're not a problem no more.
No do no left behind.
At my school, we didn't have super seniors in Glendale. They just went to like continuation.
That's what I feel like every school should do, right?
Yeah, it's just that he wasn't a bad kid. He was
Yeah.
just like kind of
Needed
like
more
not the
credits.
smartest,
Right.
but he was a hard
Or
worker.
night school.
He would like leave in the middle of class. He'd be like, "Oh, they're calling me." He worked at Party City, and he would just get up and leave. We're like, "Oh, there goes Fernando." He got it. He was a manager, like in school. Like he was already the manager. Like
At
made
Party
good money and
City?
shit. Yeah, on Firestone.
Shout
yeah.
out to homie Sovic. The homie Sovic, he was like that. He was like I was blessed enough to, I had a single parent, but my mom Grandin was like, you gotta finish school. But the homie Sovic his situation wasn't the best, so he was working like at Domino's. I remember like he'll leave in the middle of the day and go work and then type shit, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
no, honestly, respect to him. Like, it might sound funny, but at the end of the day, like, he was probably the first person with an apartment. Like, he was working, he was
Yeah.
on his grind. Like, he
Pop
wasn't
it.
fucking around.
out here.
Yeah.
So I don't how from March Madness to Super Seniors. I love it. I love it. I love it. That's us. So I don't think that this is necessarily. We'll talk about the census because I think that's worldwide, or nationwide. But biggest thing to hit Los Angeles, Doknow's birthday.
Sheesh.
You're sunburned right now. You've been partying.
I'm
so hard.
sunburned.
The whole week. You partied
Yeah.
the whole week.
Man, I partied literally the whole
Do you regret
week.
it or?
No, fuck no. We went crazy.
Yeah, you did.
Wednesday was a vibe. I went to Culichi Town and I did some other stuff that I can't talk about, but it was wild. And then on Thursday, we went to the club. Shout out Ron. Ron came to the club. You know, Ron, he a young bull now.
Uh-oh.
You know, you feel me?
Uh-oh.
Ron is I'm what Ron needed in his life. You feel me? He found me. He's been going up lately. He's been partying with us. He was at Reggaetonlandia with us. He was at,
You're his midlife crisis.
that's
You're his Corvette.
That is hilarious.
And then I did the IE Upland on Thursday, and then on Friday Maximo was there, Jose was there, Juan was there, Vic was there, Ron was there.
Wow.
Fuck Josh, fuck Angie.
Michi Chuy was there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had me and
We had
Letty
an
talk.
understanding.
But Josh and Angie don't have any.
Damn.
And when I told Angie, she was like, "And wow."
Angie, that's mean, Angie.
Like,
You would've
fuck
had a good
I don't
time.
fuck with you anymore. I'm like, okay, thank you.
I was like, I don't fuck with you no more.
You would have had a great time.
But it was a
honestly.
great time. Shout out everybody that came. There was hella bottles.
You know what's up? I really think that something's up with Josh.
You think he found love?
I think he needs to blink twice if he needs help. Like, I think he's caught up in a situation
Yeah.
that we need to be his
Low key.
homies.
Pero tiene
and
que
talk.
pasar el huevo.
Yeah, a lot
No,
of huevo. He
no.
got brujeria.
No, to be honest, honestly, I was surprised that he didn't come.
Someone cast a spell on you.
I think so too.
Did you drink any teas that were weird?
Because Josh is down to even be there, even to do a recap video. Like, he'll make it work.
Yeah. No, I was dead ass surprised he didn't come.
Yeah.
Like
And
Juan,
he's always down for free alcohol.
fool, there was hella free alcohol.
So much for
Right?
alcohol.
Shout out Michi Chewy, they came through. They were making.
Shout out to Michi Chewy.
Shout out Michi Chewy because them fools did not catch a break. Everybody
yeah.
was like,
Swarming.
and then the banda was going up.
Yeah.
I collided all my worlds. Like,
Yeah.
they just all came together and just hella Casa Azul. The vlog's gonna be crazy, but I'm gonna have to edit some parts out because the homies hella freaky around here.
Really? Ron? Or your friends?
Everybody.
Everyone?
Everybody was.
It was an orgy?
No, it wasn't an orgy on my birthday. My mom was there.
Hey,
You
I
said
was,
freaky.
Like,
I was
mommy
making sure
forgetting-
your mom was good. I'm like, you need another drink? You need another drink?
Wow.
Yeah, but my mom was walking around just following me with water every time I took a shot. Like, I was like, fool, leave me
That's
alone.
nice.
I'm already
No,
trying
that's
to,
nice.
if I was trying to like spit game and shit.
And your
she's
mom's
like,
like,
ow.
yeah.
I mean, I don't need that, mom. Oh, man. I got there.
I'm 22 now.
He's like, I'm thirsty for something else, man.
Shout out Alex Favela. He came to sing for my
that's
birthday.
awesome.
Yeah.
Shout out Bobby Castro. And man, it was going
It was a
up.
fucking vibe. I love that it wasn't at like a club or anything in particular. It was just your shit.
It was, you know where it was at? It was literally, there's an alley, and I grew up on this side of the alley. Is where I got shot, went through so much shit. And then on this side was one of the best parties I've ever thrown.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. Literally in the same.
We're in the hood, yeah.
You were literally in the hood. It was low key, hidden gem. Banda was going up, owned by a white lady that's lived in the hood for 12 years, and she loves me, and she trusted me with the spot. The homies went up. Nobody fought.
It wasn't
That's
even hot
dope.
in there either. Honestly, it was like
Hella
well
windows.
ventilated.
People were smoking, but it was still like.
Yeah,
It was
you know
good.
some places like that they get too hot. You want to go outside. You're not even comfortable. Nah, it
much
was
people.
cool.
But honestly, my favorite, like the thing I did was on Sunday, like all my homies came, all my tias, all my
Yeah,
tios.
the Dodger party.
The Dodger party, and then we played tackle football with all my cousins, all the homies.
Oh, that's awesome.
We played kickball against my sisters and all their homegirls, and the homegirls they call themselves the hoochies.
I love it.
They called
That's
themselves the
a
hoochies.
hoochie.
Shout out the hoochies. Then man, it was a dope vibe. We like smashed my face. We had a cake fight in the middle of the park.
You know, I want to do a kickball tournament.
Bro,
Can
yes.
we
That'd be
do that?
fun.
Like I
Yes.
know people do like co-ed, like baseball
Well, who
or
can we play
like
against?
whatever.
Because we're like a pretty big squad.
I think playing kickball is like the ultimate back in the day.
Let's play against no
vibes.
jumper, and then will you be on both teams?
So I played no defense. I just played both offense.
You're just the one throwing them.
All day pitcher.
Nah, bro.
All day pitcher.
Not gonna lie, I know you're no jumper gang. I get it, but like this, like you said, like this feels like that feels like you're on the block. This feels like you're.
Yeah, I'm at home.
Yeah.
I'm at home. Yeah.
That would be kind of fun.
Yeah, hell yeah. Nah, but I wouldn't even be on either team. I would want us three
Oh my God, no.
individualists.
We
Us
should play
three.
handball
Oh, I'm winning, bro. We
if we're
Bro.
playing no jumper.
the slightest one. You think no jumper's good at handball?
We have an advantage for sure.
We definitely don't have
Yeah.
an
You
advantage.
think so?
Mexicans, yeah, we know how to play handball way better.
Yeah.
I think kickball too.
Like, never mind.
Yeah, I think we'll win that kickball too.
Yeah,
No, but I
probably.
think
T-Row
like,
can't even run. We're winning off the bat.
You make me feel bad.
Yeah.
I just met him. Now we're cool. I don't want to laugh at him.
yeah, but what about T-Raw and handball?
Oh yeah,
I'm asking.
He has one hand that works, so he might win.
Dude, and all you need is to just grab one and do this.
That's
Yeah.
it. If
Smoke. This is gonna happen now.
I used to play handball with one hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Look,
played
it's
it one
easy, slicey.
Slicey. Oh man.
Did you guys play in the way where like everybody sat on a bench, and if you lost, you just got on the end of the bench?
You go to like end of the line.
Yeah.
You guys got a bench? That's fire. That's like cozy.
Well,
have to stand.
For elementary, I did go to Brentwood Science Magnet Elementary.
Nice.
Oh.
So yeah, we're gonna do this. This is an official. What is it?
Call out to every
Call
other
out.
podcast.
Invite.
No, call out to specifically at the end of the day.
At the end of the day.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that puts me in a different position. Because no jumper, they have a lot of them. But
They
if you
do
just
have a
call,
lot of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but don't bring in don't stack your team. Don't all of a sudden bring in soccer players just because they've been on no jumper one time.
I don't think soccer players ever been on no
No,
jumper.
Someone that's good at soccer.
But the soccer players do support the brown bag. They could be on our team. The LA Galaxy player.
Oh yeah. Shout out all those.
How many people do you need for a kickball team? Can you Google that? We're gonna set this up.
I think the average would be from like 7 to 10.
And if you're watching us, and if you're watching us or you're listening to us, go to T-Rel, go to AD, go to Adam, and just be like, "Hey, Brown Bag called you guys out.
On a
Just
kickball
Brown
game.
Bag Pod called you guys out. Nine
9 players,
players.
that makes sense.
So
Yeah,
pick 9
it's like
players.
baseball.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
baseball, right?
Yeah.
We're
Shout out.
9.
I wanna I want to shout out our new intern Chicharito. So in case you guys see him on the field, just know like he's
and
just
shout
our new
out
intern.
to
He's trying to learn some things.
social.
Imagine. We're just like, who the fuck is that guy over there?
Oh, and shout out to my cousin Becky G's boyfriend. He's just gonna come hang out.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's our camera guy now.
Yeah.
Nah, he can't play with us. He's white.
Yeah.
He's not gonna get the because if he's not drinking a beer mid
I don't think
kicking the
he's
ball,
white though.
I think he's white.
No,
No,
he's
like
European,
some kind of Middle Eastern. I
Oh,
think.
yeah.
Middle East. Yeah,
Don't give a fuck about him. Not that I don't give a fuck about the
Where
Middle
is
East.
this going?
No. Let me reword it. I just don't care about Becky G's
Okay, so
boyfriend.
if no white people, Adam can't play.
Yeah, Adam for sure can't play.
Okay.
Yeah, Adam's gonna like wanna shoot like a adult film mid kickball game.
Wow. Okay, so it's gonna be T-Rail, AD, the house phone,
House phone.
Gina. Damn,
Gina?
it'll be
Yeah.
Gina versus Vic.
Shout out Gina.
The return
House
of
phone. I
Mad
don't think House phone's
Lately.
showing up.
Blasi.
Oh, Blasie's good.
Mexican.
Blasie's
Shout out
Mexican.
Blasi, one of the best dope fucking like
All right,
he
that's fine.
designs.
Who else are we calling out? We need to call out former people.
They have Yuri.
Yuri. He's Russian, so you gotta watch him. Yeah.
For what Trev in there.
Trev. Oh, Trev is cool.
Trev's
Yeah.
cool as fuck.
Yeah.
And who was
More
it?
people.
Bossa
From No
Nova.
Jumper.
Oh, Bossa Nova and Josh.
Who's Josh?
Josh is the
Behind the scenes guy.
yeah.
Manhunt. Yeah.
How do you know?
How does this guy know everything?
Well, he works with Dust Dub.
Yeah. He's like No Jumper's cousin.
Okay,
Yeah.
not gonna lie. We gotta come with it.
He gonna come with
Yeah.
it. Oh, they got Kiki.
Nah, he can't play.
Kiki.
He's an athlete.
He's an athlete. Yeah, true. Fuck Kiki. He can't play. I don't think any of them were athletes except Kiki.
Yeah.
I think they were.
We're just gonna run Josh again and again. Hey, Josh, go again, Josh.
More push-ups.
Josh,
No.
go for me, Josh.
You just forget. I'm an athlete.
Oh, we do forget. Sorry.
I'm
sorry.
an all-around athlete.
How
People,
dare we forget?
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't just. I'm literally. You guys, the vlog that's gonna come out on my birthday. You guys see me play quarterback like ooh, ooh, ooh. Just know I look like Lamar Jackson out there. I'm out here running, throwing food. Just know, don't underestimate this body.
not.
It's amazing when it comes to sports.
But what about kickball?
Yeah, man. These legs is magical.
Okay.
That's why I ain't never
That's what
been.
she said.
Yeah.
These legs is magical.
These legs right here. These right here. Fucking Ronaldo wish he had these. He asked me for them, but I told him no. Can't put a price on hard work.
Okay. I'm
Yeah.
with it though. We gotta set that up. That would be fire.
Yeah, facts.
That would be super fire.
That's fire.
Why are we even talking? Oh, your birthday.
My birthday, yeah. But shout out my birthday. Appreciate you guys. It was a dope. You feel me?
Had a great time.
Had a great time.
Did Vic behave?
Vic for sure behaved.
Yeah.
Nice.
It,
I'm
we
just
lit-
asking.
it,
I
it
was
was
there.
it was funny because all the groups, like all the homies from the crew, were like in one side. Like all the brown bag team was on one side, and then all like the homies you see on the vlog were like on one side,
Oh, you guys should have done dance battle.
and then a dance battle, and then the homies started shuffling.
Oh,
You
yeah,
feel
I
me? The
seen
shuffler. I'm shout out Yu and Pre.
Yo, yeah.
Yu is one of the best persons to ever be around ever.
At a party, yeah.
He
gets the
literally
party
dances to everything. And Peasy.
going.
Double P be going
they,
crazy.
They turn shit up.
Yeah.
It was funny. Now I just noticed, like, I'm picturing the whole party in my head. The celebrities were like right when you walked in, and then they were off to the. Let me see. They were to the left. Like that was like where Adam was. Like everybody, they were all over there. Then in the middle was like an assortment of people like waiting for the bar. And then Brown Bag was directly right next to the bar.
Like, I got
we were
hard
so
legs.
close to the bar. We were like touching the bar, all of us. We're like,
And then-
We were the
another,
bar.
and we kept cutting the line.
Yeah, because Mitchie Chewy knows him. Because Mitchie Chewy knows him.
Wow,
So
like
they just kept tapping and like, give me a second. And everybody's looking at Ron, and then Swift and Kylie.
Oh
was
yeah, I
looking-
saw Ron was low key a bartender.
Ron was
Oh, at the end.
bartender and a freaky bartender.
Freaky
Ron, why
bartender
are you
pouring
doing
shots in
that?
mouths. Just kidding.
He
Why
thought
do
it
you
was
like
Papa's
that?
beer.
Ron brought his own whistle.
Rosarito Ron.
Yeah. Oh shit. Yo, it was funny.
Tres R's.
I was scandalous when I walked in. The first thing I said, I stood in line for the bar, and from the back, I'm like, "You know what I want." And then they looked up. They're like, "Hey."
That's hilarious.
Yeah, shout out Mitchie Chewy because,
Yeah.
bro, I honestly didn't think it was gonna get like that because it was technically like private
Yeah, yeah.
party, but it just, you feel me? Shout out the Betty's over there, you know what I mean? It was booming.
No.
It was
Big
booming.
up to the ladies. That
Big
were
up
Yeah.
to Shout out all the Latinas ladies that were there on March 11th.
Yeah.
That's what you
March
did to
11,
celebrate.
Facts. Shout out the brown
Latina
bag
History
baddies that were in
Day.
attendance. Facts.
Oh, the girl from Calaveras pulled up.
Oh, the girls that sent you a drink.
Yeah, they sent me a drink. Yeah. Shout out life.
Shout out life. Big up to you. You're 22. It feels great, I'm sure.
Yeah.
This is the best times of your life.
Right, 22 one, yeah.
Let's go into CNR. Because of Nintendo World going to Universal Studios, we are going to do a Super Mario related Carne Asada Nino rival. We're not going to do a Mario and Luigi. That's too easy. We are going to go with the bad guys. We are doing Bowser, Wario, and Waluigi. I didn't even know Waluigi existed.
Purple dude.
Purple
Yeah.
dude.
Lanky motherfucker.
So
Waluigi.
these are the three bad guys. CNR, Carne Asada Nino rival.
Yeah, that's easy.
Let's see.
Fuck, I'm gonna go with Bowser as my Nino.
Mm-hmm.
Just cause I'm like, you feel me? Just Bowser. Shout out Bowser. He's cool, but he's a piece of shit.
Mm.
I'm gonna go with Wario as carne asada, cause Wario's like a cagapalo. Like he's a homie, but I know like every once in a while he's gonna fuck up, and I could kind of deal with him maybe. But I wouldn't want him as my Nino. And Waluigi just gives me like super like douchebag vibes.
Yeah,
like,
he
just,
looks douchey.
like his
Like, he
yeah,
just be
like
doing that shit all day. Like,
yeah, like he's the type of food who, like, yeah, he's just a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Vic.
I would say Bowser, carne asada. You need Bowser in your corner. You don't want him against you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I would say Wario would be my rival. Cause like I just don't like his face. To be honest, I just don't.
That's how I feel about Waluigi.
And Waluigi, like, yeah, he seems like kind of annoying, but at the same time, like, he doesn't get, to me, like he's not as a piece of shit as Wario, in my point of view.
So Waluigi would be your Nino?
Yeah.
Wow.
And I think about it, Waluigi is kind of fly.
Yeah. You got the purple overalls?
Purple overalls.
Yeah.
He different.
Okay, so I have a homie that reminds me of Bowser.
Yeah.
Yeah, he like, just like the way he's built and like the way he laughs and like he's just always like, rah.
Oh, yeah. Are we thinking about the same person?
Are we? Who are we thinking about?
Who are you thinking about?
You.
I'm gonna put it in the group chat.
You?
Everybody check the
No.
the bolsita. No.
It's you.
I was thinking this. Okay. But Bowser is awesome.
Yeah, so I was like,
I could be. I was, but then I'll just be.
¡cállate el hocico! ¡Cállate el hocico!
I swear to God, that's not what you were talking about. That's what I really thought you were talking
Everyone
about.
else understood, right?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Maybe shit.
Oh, wow.
Oh my God.
So Wario reminds me of my other homie that just always gets on my nerves, is always wearing hats and always annoying.
It was not swaggy.
Maximo?
It's you.
Okay. All right, so what am I?
Rival.
Rival.
Damn.
I was thinking Ron. But yeah, go, Vic.
Pull up Wario real quick.
I know. I'm over here like I hate his fucking face.
Funny you say that.
I'm like, damn.
No, it's because it's basically Mario. You remind me of Mario, but Wario is Mario.
The evil one.
Yeah, with the wah at the beginning. Wah, 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 wah. No, I'm gonna make Luigi rival. Luigi. He could never be. He's always gonna be second to Wario or Mario.
Yeah, facts.
Like,
Yeah.
He's
you're
literally like the
second.
fourth cousin.
Yeah, like you're not even like what? What are you there for? To carry the little mushrooms? Like what are you there for? Who chooses Luigi when they're playing anything Mario?
You know who he is? All right.
Or Waluigi.
So you know
Mario.
Home Alone? You know how there's like the dude?
Oh yeah.
He's like the left.
The other one.
Yeah.
He's a dumb one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what Waluigi
Harry.
is. Harry.
Harry.
He's a fucking dweeb.
Yeah. And then the other Wario is that one. What's his name? What's his real name in real life? The dude, the bad guy.
Joe Pesci?
Yeah, he's Joe Pesci.
Great fucking actor, by the way.
who also
No,
reminds
no.
me of Vic. I'm just kidding.
Does he play Wario? No, he doesn't. He doesn't. I thought he did too.
No, not played Wario, but he played the bad guy in.
No, I'm talking about. I think there was a thing going around where he was gonna play Wario in the real. But no, he's not.
Waluigi, Rival, Wario, Carne Asada, because Vic's a great time at the Carne Asada, and Bowser, because, Duno's always gonna be there for me.
Facts.
You want him on your side.
True. I swear to God, I thought you were talking about the other person.
Yeah, I know.
But I was like, he's not.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So I had to take it back. No me digas.
And like low-key, Bowser had the baddie. Bowser had Peach in his castle. Like
Facts.
Oh, well,
Princess
he
Peach.
kidnapped her. I don't think that.
We were
Don't they
trying to
do
give
that?
you credit.
Yeah.
You're like,
Didn't
he
your
kidnapped her.
grandparents do that? They kidnap.
My grandma
Yeah,
did
yeah.
that.
Kidnap your grandma.
Yeah. My grandma.
Off the mezcal.
Yeah, off the mezcal. Bro, wildin'.
Are they really Mexican?
Hey, when we were at Calaveras, we're like, what is that? Mezcal. Oh, no.
Yeah.
We're so
Right
handsome.
now.
No me digas.
That was fun. That was fun.
Let me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I get some water?
Okay, there's this shit about the guy. This video went crazy. The guy harassing the street vendor, and he's finally banned off YouTube. But I guess he was like live streaming this shit. But the only one I really seen was, I think that's the one everybody saw, right? The one that went viral where he's harassing the lady, and I think the lady like smacks his phone. I'm pretty sure it's in LA.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. And then the lady got the cops came. They took her stand. They took her to jail and all that.
Yeah.
And there's a Latino doing this to a fucking his own. Like, shit is crazy, bro. Like real life douchebag. He's like the Theo. Like he's not even a Theo. He's just like somebody you don't want to be around. He was just doing real life like I don't know. It was really disgusting to watch because it was just like, bro, I hate this shit. Like he was irritated. Like if I was there and I seen that, I would have side busted that fool and then ran.
Yeah.
And then even if I went to jail, I would have been like, yeah, I did that shit. He was harassing the lady for no fucking reason. Like shit was crazy.
Yeah, this video is definitely viral. A dude looks like
Shit's
could be
disturbing
one
for
of our
real.
primos is selfie
take
videoing
one.
him like being harassing these people. I didn't even watch it because I'm like trying to just filter what I see, and it already looked the amount of people that were tagging us, and it's like, oh okay, and just the caption itself, it already looked like he was about to do some stuff that is gonna trigger all of us.
Yeah.
So, but the fact that he got banned, that's wild to me because low-key, I feel like YouTube lets anything go on there.
I forgot bad and arrested.
Because if that's the case, then those other dudes that did the prank on
The Milk Boys?
yeah, like they should be banned too.
They'll never be banned.
They interviewed Trump and that got taken down.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, I watched it.
4.5 million in one day.
Yeah. And it's funny because while he was on the thing, he's like, this is going to get taken down. And then they're like, nah, man, we don't give a fuck. We're all about the people. We love, like, the other side.
And there's like a Latino in that too.
Is
In
he?
Milk Boys.
No,
Yeah.
he's I think he's like
I think there's a Latino in Milk Boys.
I don't think so.
I think he's
Let's
like
fact-
Middle
Let's
Eastern.
fact check that. No, I think there's a
Manager, I think, is from Chile.
there's like
Maximo, get your people.
Massimo.
I ain't Chilean, man.
he's married to a
If I had
Colombian or
I had
Chilean.
if I had
Chilean.
$1 for every time I made Maximo say, I'm not Chilean, man. I just say it just to make him say it.
You're hilarious.
Half Salvi, half Mexican.
Going
There we
from
go.
that
Proudly,
viral
proudly.
video to another
Salud.
viral video we low-key were rooting for
That shit was
is the
comedy.
dude, and we'll pull it up right here, is the dude that's running away from cops and he hides behind a car and the
Oh.
cops run past him in the alley. And what's funny is there's like a news helicopter recording this and the news people are like, he's not gonna get away. And then they see the cops run past him. They're like, oh my gosh. Oh, of course they're getting information. They're gonna go back. The cops go back like if they're gonna go catch him. And everyone's feeling relieved. Like the news anchor's like, yep, they're gonna go back. And they pass him again and they're like, oh my
They
god.
were
Bro,
looking
that shit was
silly.
so, it was
The
one of
cops
the
were
most
looking so
satisfying
silly.
things to watch.
Yeah, they look so
Facts.
sad. And then even in the end part where they're like, oh, okay, they're about to catch him. They're
And
like,
then they're looking
the
this
dude
way?
looked under the car because someone told him he's behind the car. The cop looked under the car and it looked like he got him, but then he walks past him again. It's like, oh my gosh, this is so funny to see.
Well, we don't know what he did, so let's not like.
No, not funny.
Yeah, but it's funny the fact that Bro's real life just playing hide and seek is if it's like when you play hide and seek with your little cousins,
Yeah.
and
Right.
you hide in the most stupidest place because they're just generally not gonna look.
Yeah.
Or when you have the best hiding spot ever, and you just hear everybody's footsteps running back and forth, and you're like, yes. I'm
Got
gonna
him
fucking
again.
win.
Got him again.
You're just waiting for your like moment to like creep out and then just laugh at them like, you didn't catch me. I know he was like, after like 2 minutes went by, he's like, oh my God, like I'm gonna get away. Like,
Get away with it.
Cause
This is
I feel
amazing.
like he knew it was dumb, but he's like, I'm just gonna work with what I got.
he literally used hide and seek techniques. Like we've all
Yeah.
been there. Like, oh, behind the car, you get right here on the
Yeah,
side.
on the side.
He's basically watching them and they're not watching him. So when they move this way, they were literally going in rotation, and it was the funniest fucking thing in the world.
You
bro.
know why it's funny? Because cops, low-key, cops are regular people, just they have uniforms, right? So there's cops that work with those cops that are gonna never let them forget that.
Oh,
that
yeah.
are thinking it's funny, that are on social media
Oh, yeah,
laughing and glad it's
Yeah.
not them. They know the cars, they know officer this and that.
And it went
And they're
viral.
gonna like run, like they're going to clown them. I could see those cops or whoever's walking into
Fucking
a
getting
room
hazed.
and someone be like behind a table, like on purpose, like just clowning them.
Oh yeah, they're
Like, it's gonna
busting-
be a
busting
thing, 'cause it
balls
would be a thing
for
for
a
us.
while.
If one of us got caught up like that, the
Yeah.
other ones of us would be clowning. So
Bro, like
Water cooler talk going crazy
Facts.
over there.
that shit is going. That shit was.
he
so-
deserves the banda and the lowriders
Yeah.
outside of jail. I don't
Yeah,
know what
he
he,
was a
did, but at
wizard.
least
He
for
was
that,
a
yeah.
wizard.
He was a wizard. He was a wizard.
Shout out Wizard.
I don't know if we should shout out wizard. I really need to find out what wizard did.
Yeah, I hope he didn't make people disappear.
Facts.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Maybe that's why he's wizard.
Oh
Think so?
shit.
But yeah, that's crazy.
Shout out hide and seek. What's the next one? I can't read from here.
Sorry, we're doing an ASMR break. Guess what me and Doknow are eating if you are only listening.
Oh, we're gonna put that in the Spotify little questions.
Oh, yeah.
Sexy. One time I went over a girl's house and this is all she had.
Did you leave right away? I
No.
would've
She's
laughed.
She's probably on a diet.
And then
Does
I
she
asked
have a
her-
good body?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I asked her for water, and then she's like, "It's over there." And I was like, "What?"
What, you want her to give you water?
Yeah, I'm in her house.
Yeah, that's true.
If you're her man,
I'm
who
not.
can
I
show
wasn't her
that
man.
water?
I wasn't her man.
He was there for a fun time, not a long time.
Oye, princesa?
She lives the whole
This was
state
years
away.
ago. Years ago.
Imagine you went up. Imagine you went to your chicken nuggets and this is all she had to eat. You traveled the state for this?
Oh, fuck. I would be hot.
The answer is
I'll be-
rice cake.
Postmating Whataburger.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Rice cake.
Rice cake.
I'm eating it just because I'm bored. That's fat people shit.
No, this is really good for you.
Is it?
Because you feel like you're eating something and it's like literally, it's like air.
Mhm.
It's
want-
like eating styrofoam.
Like when you eat vegan
We're
food.
eating
Oxygen.
styrofoam.
It's
Yeah.
oxygen.
Like,
You ate vegan food today.
that's what I'm saying. It's like when you eat
Shit, I ate
vegan.
vegan tacos.
That's right.
Yeah.
It wasn't that bad.
I don't know.
All right.
It's cool. I don't know what it was.
All right.
Jackfruit. I believe.
Are we talking about Florida?
I want to talk about
All
it.
right, go ahead.
Florida middle schoolers face hate crime charges after jumping Caucasian student and yelling brown pride. Okay, let's just slowly ease into this.
Why is everybody smiling?
Because I don't
Like I didn't want. I'm like over here trying to keep a straight face.
think
It's not okay, guys.
no, listen.
Don't do it again.
I'm big on like this is just me mentally growing up thing, but it's like for like don't be a piece of shit like the person that was a piece of shit to you, right?
Yeah.
That like don't like I know like things have happened and like I think I've done piece of shit things back to people, things that did piece of shit to me, but I think like I don't think the full story came out of this.
Oh, look.
Did it? What is the full story? Can someone
There's-
please tell us so we don't look dumb just reading a headline?
I read the thing I sent on the thing. It was just more like they didn't give details like or it didn't say why the kids did it. I think it just literally said like
But yeah, I think what the point like to take from here is like don't become what you hate at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, yeah, for years and years it's been like minorities that have been, you know, whatever,
Getting
like
beat up.
beaten and all this stuff by Caucasian people. And so for the tables to turn, like it was a interesting story. We're like, wait, what? Like, do we read this right? Do we not read this backwards?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to talk
And
about.
so it's like at first you like kind of smirk about it because it's like, oh, tables turn, you guys don't like it. That's like your first kind of reaction maybe, but and then you kind of take yourself back and you're like, nah, that shit ain't cool. I don't want, my son to, do that, because at the end of the day, it's like that's somebody else's kids. And if I got a call from school and they were like, yo, your son was like beating the shit out of a white kid, like it's not funny. It's not funny. Yeah, like it's not like it wouldn't be funny if it was,
Can you read it, Maximo?
if you were put in that
So
situation.
it was a group of 6th to 8th graders, and they were yelling, "It's opposite day" and "Brown power." So it was opposite day. So they were doing
see,
the
like,
opposite of.
I thought it was like
Give me
maybe.
that.
It was opposite day.
You guys, I have children and I'm so concerned for their lives. I'm so concerned that they're gonna be doing dumb shit.
Opposite day, my son not going to school.
That has to. Yeah, that kind of sounds out of pocket.
Yeah, it is a hate crime. Like they were.
Yeah, like
doing
they
it.
didn't do it like for a reason.
Yeah. Oh, that's so sad. 6th to 8th grade is 11 to 13-year-olds. They beat up on 11 and 12-year-olds. That's sad.
Dang, so they're just beating up like little Billy and Thomas.
Yeah.
And,
Hunter.
And so, see, the ramifications of this is why I feel upset about this. And this is just me being a mom, right? So, yeah, we can do that and it be like, low-key, we are giving, because it's not, how do I say this?
We're giving them ammo.
Yeah, because now they're going to feel valid in any hate crimes that they feel about Latino people or Latino kids. Granted, they're going to hate on us regardless because they're just going to be racist, period. But it's kind of like, le estás dando, like you're giving them
Gas.
reason. Yeah, and it's like, oh, okay, now they're probably going to feel more like...
justified.
Yeah,
in their hate.
justified in what they do to us.
Yeah.
That they were gonna do already, but low-key we kind of had morals on our side,
Yeah.
or could try to get some kind of justice out of it.
Yeah.
But now it's kind of like, oh, really? Y'all don't do that? We started this.
Yeah.
Hey, every other day is not opposite day. Let's go. And now they
Yeah.
have like the open floodgates. I see that they're like interviewing a white parent. It could even get crazy, and even just like the ramifications for us just being brown. Hopefully none of their parents are undocumented, because
Yeah.
that could even just be different consequences than, unfortunately, if a white kid did it to
Yeah.
like Latino
And
kids,
at the end of the
right?
day, hate begets more hate.
Yeah.
So it's like a never ending cycle.
Yeah, that shit. When I read it, I sent it right away, and I know everybody was like busy, but I was like, yeah, I don't know. You guys have kids, so I'm pretty
Yeah.
like, regardless, like I'm pretty sure, like, obviously you tell your kids to defend themselves, right?
Yeah, definitely
But
defend
do you-
yourself, but
but-
don't go out
yeah,
here
but don't
doing that, because if they literally how it's written is they said it's opposite day, let's go beat up on little 11-year-old white boys, which is like, that's not cool. Like,
Yeah.
come on.
Cause and then I know like maybe it's like, oh well, they like, cause I know, like, I think back in the day the suiters went through it tough, right?
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course it's
Like
weird.
they went through it to the whole thing, so
Man, that's wild.
that's why.
And but you know what this does show? Because sometimes it's so weird, is when people think Latinos are white. And I know that there's white Latinos and there's also Afro Latinos.
Vic is
but it's
white
like,
Latino.
like brown exists.
Yeah,
You
bro.
know, like just
Yeah.
straight brown exists, like mestizo, like
Yeah.
indigenous was Spaniard. That has nothing to do, and granted, Spaniards are, like, it's just, there's brown.
Yeah.
And I think it's
Maximo
okay
brown.
to own the mestizo, to own the brown part of it. And a lot is set up. This is a good segue into the census talk. A lot is set up for us to either pick black or white. Reason why, like, census is always like, hey, what's your race? And you only have like Asian, other, white, black. And so they always say, like, because I remember getting into an argument with the girl that was like, Latinos aren't like, Latinos don't exist. It's you guys are black or you're white. And I was like, yes, they do exist. You can't tell me like Latinos don't exist. Black and white is low-key non-existent. It's something we created, right? Whereas Latinos is geographic. It's more like it
It's
has
cultural.
more base.
It's ethnic, yeah.
Foundation, ethnicity. And then I'm like, so then what are Asians if there's only black and white? But I just think then they were starting to send me articles about how how Latinos choose white on like tests and identify as white. And I'm like, oh, it's because you don't know. they don't give us the option to choose Latino. They'll be like, the other question will be like ethnicity, but they'll ask like to choose white, black, other, or Asian. We don't want to choose other. Other feels like an alien, right?
Yeah.
So we're gonna probably choose white. But even guess what? I found out. Even if you choose other, they group you into white. If you choose other, like they're gonna feed the numbers. What is essentially happening with census, and this is why I'm very like hard on this. And thank you to the people that are in power that are trying to make that question not even exist anymore, and it actually be an ethnicity question only, which I think is more identifiable because you can identify with ethnicity more. Is that it's all about numbers, population, minority, majority. It would benefit the white population, which is not us. We know who the white population is. If we start choosing white, because what it looks like is their numbers are inflated. Mm-hmm. Or if we choose other, it looks like their numbers are inflated, and it low-key erases our true number because we're choosing white or we're choosing other or whatever, however you identify within that. And so it looks, because all of that translates, the number of people, it translates to representatives within the government
districts and
stuff.
From
district, school board, and that's why it's important to do the census. I know a lot of us don't do it, but we are definitely underrepresented in the census, which happens every 10 years, which they go knocking at your house saying like, hey, how many people live here? Clearly when we hear that, we're like, okay, hold on, I don't know if I want to tell you who lives here, how many, where they're at, what their name is, but it just it feeds into that. And I know that our numbers look small. I personally feel like they're low-key afraid of the rise of our group's numbers, but this is a way to mask it. Yeah. And just FYI, I don't know.
So you know, it's crazy that I remember, like, I think they barely added the Latino thing on the when the test and shit like that.
You know what's wild is that I believe the Obama administration passed that the new census was going to just make it an ethnicity question, but during Trump's era, which is when they did 2020, is when they did the census. Or we're planning to, they didn't. They're like, no, we're not going to do that. We're going to go back. And it's just a way to mask numbers.
White is the absence of culture. So back in the day, people didn't identify as white. Like when they first came to this country, it was like Irish, Italian. And they had real, like, they're like, no, I'm not white, I'm Italian. Right. No, I'm not white, I'm Irish. No, I'm not, I'm German.
Super pride in that.
By
the way, shout out to our Irish homies because it's St. Patrick's Day this week.
Yeah, and they're the Mexicans of Europe. So because of that, it's like all these people eventually, you know, Irish have kids with Italians and all that stuff. The culture kind of gets mixed up.
When it gets diluted.
It gets lost, and then you just, oh, I'm white. Or if you like sit there and ask a white person, like you're like, yo, what are you like? And they'll be like, I'm white. Because they don't feel like a connection to any certain country, but then you'll be like, also, but where does your family come from? Right. They'll be like, oh yeah, like, you know, a few generations back, German and Norwegian, or everybody has like a backstory like eventually.
Britain, like I feel like that's like Britain, like from England.
That's a shot.
Those are white people to me.
Yeah, for sure. And the thing is, though, like she said, they're trying to mask the actual numbers that we don't even know. Latinos may already be the majority in this country.
Don't let us know. And they wouldn't let us know. It's not in their benefit to let us know. Because again, if we know, then we get hip onto our power. We should have more. I remember watching this interview Jorge Ramos did with like some Aryan Nation guy. And he's like he's a white nationalist. And they were talking about like seats in government. And so he's like, so they were talking about numbers. And Jorge Ramos is, because the guy was like, what do you guys want? And then Jorge Ramos is like, we should be represented in government more. And he's like, yeah, but that comes at a cost. That comes at me, white man, being less represented. So that's their biggest fear. Their biggest fear is not immigration or when Mexico sends its people. It's none of that. That is what they get you mad at and your feelings about. They're really upset about the power we can hold when we realize, damn, we make this much of the population. Why aren't we represented in government and in these powerful positions more? It's going to start changing because we are growing. There's even like, sorry to keep but there's even this thing I was reading about how our numbers are dying a lot from COVID. And there was this thing that it's called like it's something about like the Latino phenomenon, because we as like an ethnicity are living longer and we're procreating more. We are like the ideal ethnicity. And like, cause we're living longer. We don't really die from the same things other people die from. And we take care of each other more. Like you see our elderly still in family homes. You see us creating more families at younger ages or whatever. And it's actually a phenomenon how much we're growing. But COVID is affecting it. So even if you want to get all conspiracy theory, to me, it's like, it's a wonder why they want to lower our numbers. And also COVID is hitting us the hardest. And all of that is in there, right?
Yeah.
That's where my brain's at. But just, answer the door to the census.
Go to the
I don't know.
deal.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I for sure done turned it on before, like, nah.
Or just know, like, I want to speak to every Latino out there that is thinking about city council, that's thinking about, like, and I think even those things, we don't even know we can do that. I can run for a city official.
Yeah.
Regular people can run. So, like, if you're thinking about it, like, I support to you, because you guys making it further is actually what's going to change things versus, like, who the next big rapper is or actress or whatever. It's the people in government. And so on any end, whether that is you're going for, again, like city council, school board member, anything government, it's all going to lead you to.
We need all types of
top.
people, calling it a fight is kind of dramatic, but just in a space to get us more represented.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because imagine if tomorrow, like, new numbers come out and they say, the U.S. is 75% Latino. And then, like Letty said, we see nothing but white people in the...
Like, making our decisions for us.
Yeah,
It feels
in the
weird,
Senate
like,
and in the House of Representatives and in the cabinet. You're just like, well, how the fuck does that make any sense?
And we're a democracy, so democracies are set up to where kind of if the people really get together and realize, hey, let's organize and say something, we can have changes made for ourselves. This is what's the difference between a democracy and like some kind of dictatorship or whatever.
We need hella Latino representation and all that. We don't need Barbara Boxer. Remember Barbara
like
Boxer?
this.
Why did Barbara Boxer serve like 50 years in the Senate?
Yeah.
Like,
or like
need her old ass.
lifetime. Like Supreme Court justices
white?
are for life until they pass away,
it's
or
like an old ass councilwoman.
they step down. But I think in our lifetime we're gonna see the first Hispanic president.
Ooh.
And it's gonna be a lot.
AOC, baby.
Yeah, that
think it's
fool
gonna be her.
or Fina, they're gonna make things pop.
Shout out Mr. I had a teacher. I actually interviewed him on my podcast.
Oh yeah, your
Mr. Boswick.
PE teacher.
No, the guy. He was my history teacher.
Your
And,
history teacher.
and he's actually going to school because I motivated him to go to school, and he's going to become a lawyer and all that.
That's fire, bro.
And then he used to tell us, like, when you guys vote, you don't only vote for the president, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, what the fuck? And he's like, bro, you guys vote for your DAs of Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm.
You vote for your judges.
We get mad at those people, but it's like we literally can change
Yeah.
You
that.
vote. That's why it was, I remember R.I.P. Draco, they had a big thing about the DA that was winning his case. What was her name?
Jackie Lacey.
Yeah, they were like super anti her. Like,
Yeah.
but it's because
I feel like rap music and Draco and Jeff Weiss, everybody really got behind that movement and really made a real change.
Yeah, but I
And
think
got Gascon elected.
yeah, but I think there's big on the, because he used to be like, bro, y'all gotta vote, and he used to teach us about history and fucking
Because
politics.
you know who, like, the power of voting seems like low-key, like, I'm trying to vote. Like,
Yeah.
like we low-key even feel like, okay, basta, right? But you know who loves voting? White people. You know who, like, is, like, that's their thing? Like, white people.
They treat
And-
voting like Nike releases.
Facts. And if you, for real, like,
They be standing
how
in
we
line
are at the Supreme
6 in the
Store,
morning. They be like,
are
yep,
at the
I'm going to be
voting
the first
booth.
one.
And guess what? If we don't vote for
I'm
our
God.
stuff, if we don't vote, they vote for us. So that's even like the wildest thing. Like if you don't show up and say, hey, I choose this or I choose this or yes, no, whatever, some other person, just because they know how powerful this is gonna go and do it. And it's gonna affect our lives.
Oh, yeah.
Like the LA, like, what is it? The midterms and all of that, the stuff that is not for president, right? Those props and all of that. They're going to go out there and it's going to affect LA people because it's LA everywhere. But may not necessarily be the people that it directly affects. Like if I'm someone that's like, hey, you could save money if you say yes to the prop that's going to build a railroad that's going to cross all the homes in Echo Park. But no Latino from Echo Park shows up. If I'm someone that doesn't lives in that area, that Zip or LA or whatever, but I'm not there, I can say, yeah, let's do that because I'm thinking let's save money and it's not going to affect me. I don't live there.
Yeah.
You know?
That's why I think it's if anybody that's running for city council or DA and you need some campaign managers, Letty's available.
Yeah.
Well, no, honestly, we need more translators of like.
Yeah.
A lot of times these bills
it
and
out.
Let's just be honest. We need people to dumb it down.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Dumb it
Yeah,
down.
your translator, you're using a nice word.
Yeah.
When you dumb shit down
Yeah.
for me, like when shout out Mr. Boswick again, love him to death. When he dumbed shit down for me, I was like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go vote for the new DA.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But I didn't know. Like,
Yeah, you
he
just-
was
They-
like,
they
And
mask
they
it
make
in
the
too
words.
much.
They make the words difficult on purpose, so that
purpose.
we feel
Yeah.
like, oh, this is too much. But you
Yeah.
know who knows those words? The freaking white people knows those words.
Exactly.
Voted for you.
Thank you. I could run. I literally could run.
For Glendale City Council or something.
Probably even for some LA stuff. I
Yeah.
promise you. Like that's how
you think a city council could have a podcast and work on the radio at the same time?
That'd be sick.
everyone has the past.
Yeah.
Everyone did something before.
Yo.
I would vote for Mr. Crow.
Wouldn't you rather vote
mayor.
for?
What?
Glendale Gary City Council for President.
Glendale Gary City
Did
Council
I
for
made him
Pasadena.
rival, right? I made, okay, can I change Vic Wario to rival?
No, but yeah, I think
This is serious, Vic.
Okay, I'm sorry.
it's kind of funny, kind of,
Why would you
because he's with the
vote for Mr.
Latin.
Crow?
'Cause
Tell me what
everybody-
his good stuff, his traits
Everybody
are.
has a past. Have you seen him lately?
No,
He deleted all his stuff.
he did.
Yeah, he's like a real estate agent now. Like he's taking life serious. Everybody has a past. That's all I'm saying. You said everybody has a past, so I'm like, I'd vote for Mr. Crow because he's reformed. Can't even call him Mr. Crow anymore.
You don't.
I'm
You
not
wouldn't
sure his
vote for
name,
him
though.
because he threw a girl in the pool
I think it was safe.
because she swam. We're their floaties. We don't know.
She might have wanted. She looked like she wanted it.
This is like the. Oh, you guys know where I'm going with it, right?
Brown bag.
You dressed like that. You wanted it.
Oh no.
Well,
Not
how
at
did
all.
she look like she wanted it?
You didn't see how she. This is so bad to people who haven't watched this video. She gets thrown off a balcony into the pool, but she like slides off very like
And then she comes back out and still twerks.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm
She was- I don't
I'm
know.
not saying it was safe.
Yeah.
It wasn't the balcony. It
Let's-
was a bridge.
it
It was,
bridge.
it was
Look at
a
that
little
big
bridge.
He was hella rich. He had a bridge.
Yeah, but that was in his past. You know.
All right, guys.
He shouldn't do that anymore.
But
Nobody
I-
should do that.
Back to you. I feel like you would be a great
No,
councilwoman.
I want Mr.
Yes.
Crow to run.
No, let the.
You were
He's
in
in
the
the
comments,
comments.
bro. Who do you think Jorge is voting for?
All right, let's call him.
Mr. Crow or you?
Me or Mr. Crow?
Let's call, bro. What if he? Jorge's a very funny. He has dope humor. So I think. Let's see.
Does he know Mr. Crow?
Yeah, he loves.
Yeah, he loves.
Oh,
Mr.
he
Crow.
loves Mr. Crow.
Hey, babe. The guys want to ask you a question. Are you ready?
Sure.
Okay. If you were voting for council person, would you vote for me or Mr. Crow?
For council, what does the responsibilities entail?
It
Those are
doesn't
the right
matter. If you're voting for someone, are you voting for your wife or for Mr. Crow?
Does the responsibilities entail renting out a sick ass Airbnb?
No.
Mr. Crow is very qualified.
I'm your wife, Jorge.
I'm telling you, what are the qualifications? That's what I need to know.
Arguing.
You won.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, babe. Bye. Bye. Yeah.
Oh, you have my vote too, Letty.
Me or Crow? Imagine a debate with me and Mr. Crow.
Hey, what is it? Hey,
We need to make
For
that
those
into
who
a
haven't
cartoon.
seen Mr. Crow, it's a stupid video that Fools Gone Wild posted, and all these guys love it because this guy's throwing girls off of balconies into pools and talking about like,
Latin bitches.
yeah, that's the name of the song.
A girl
No,
jumps out the trunk. That's the best part. And she's a photographer.
And then he says, "Bitch is smoking, Chris."
That's my competition for city council. See what happens? See what happens?
Hey, you know what? You know what
Damn, I've done so much great stuff in my
my
career,
God.
but I didn't throw a girl over a pool. To the
You know
pool.
what's a funny? I could imagine like you guys having a debate and somebody asking, "Well, Mr. Crow, can you please explain Latin bitches?" And you'll be like, "It's no longer a Latin bitch, and now it's Latin woman." Like I could just imagine the debate, and they'll be, "Oh my man, yeah."
You got my vote, Letty.
I'm voting for you either.
Thank
Even
you.
though I think he's funny.
Yeah.
I still vote for
Did you ever run for school council or like anything?
Nah, they probably would have gave me a willy and threw me in the toilet or something. It's like nerd shit. But shout out
Low-key,
Kim.
Wow.
that was kind of nerdy shit. At least
Shout
at
out-
my school,
Yeah,
it might have
yeah.
been different. Some schools I realized that the kind of like nerdy kids were actually the cool kids. It was
Yeah.
like flipped, but not at my school. At the time.
I ran or I tried to run in elementary school for a position. I don't even know the name, but like I didn't win. And I thought like that was the first thing of like, I don't know that it's necessarily healthy. At least it wasn't for me. Because after that, I didn't want to run for anything. And I feel like I could win some stuff.
It was all
You
about
know?
marketing. I remember the guy who won 5th grade class president. His name was Brandon McDonald. And he just said some
Where'd
shit.
you go to school?
And
Brandon McDonald.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
The girl that won president at my school, her last name was Vasquez. Shout out Kimberly, by the way. She
This
was at the
was
party
this
getting
was
drunk with me.
Downey 2001. It was like before all the Latinos moved in. I was like one of the only Latinos that had moved in.
Did I tell you guys what happened when they were running for president and vice president at my school? One girl came out. Her name is Jennifer. I'm gonna say all their names too. Jennifer came out and was like, Martin King Luther once said. We made fun of her for like 2 years. And one day she turned around during advisories, senior year, and was like, get over it. It was 2 years ago. And then another girl came out. Her name is Ventura. She came out and just went right into, like, kind of like jogged to the mic. Like, you know how when, like, they jog to give a good speech?
Yeah.
And she was like, mi gente! And nobody had cheered.
Secondhand embarrassment, huh?
Boy,
Oh,
you know
shit.
me. Think about me. Just think about 17,
thinking.
18-year-old Duno, 6-year-old Duno. She didn't understand when you say Martha. I see it. Look, it's so wrong that is. She literally was.
Yeah.
MLK. She literally said Martin King Luther. Bro, me and the homies, there's to this day we're not over it. And then the other one came out and was like, "Mi gente," and bro, nobody cheered.
So they were competing against each other?
Her and then the homegirl Kimberly, which ended up winning.
Mm.
But Ventura and
That's
Jennifer
wild.
were more quiet and off to themselves.
Yeah.
So I think when you run for shit like in high school, for Kimberly was more cool. Kimberly was a cheerleader. Her boyfriend, shout out to homie Alexis, he was like, he played football. So it was like, and then we were like a smaller high school. Within a big high school, it was like 4 different academies, each had their own thing. So she kind of was like able to like, I'm like, all right, Kim, but when I win, if I catch a fade, you gotta back me up. And she'll just laugh about it. But I ended up voting for her, voted for all the homies and shit like that. But bro,
But then you also have the people like in high school, especially like the student council people or like the the ASB,
Yeah.
that are low key snotty. Like it's like
Yeah.
the Latinos, but like not the fresa, but just the ones that are like ew. Like I mean, like,
Nah, the ones that were ran
and it's
for
like,
us.
ew, get over it. Like we're both gonna get racial profile. You're not better than me. Like chill out.
Shout out Kimberly. She literally was at my party on Friday getting drunk, taking shots.
Shout out to Kimberly.
But it's funny,
Shout
every
out
time
to
I
class
see her,
president.
I just go like, before she used to walk in the hallway, we used to be like, Miss President. And she used to be like, fuck you guys.
It was so easy to get elected, I feel like. Like Brandon, all he said was like, free chips on Fridays. Like some shit he couldn't even do. He just
Yeah.
yelled it out. And then he's like, Lakers back to back. And then everybody's like, fuck yeah. Like that's
Good
all
for
he
you.
did.
That's my
We're
guy.
That's my guy. And then he wore a Shaq jersey. It was
It's
over.
over.
It was
Yeah.
over. That's all he had to do.
Yeah.
Wow. Shout
Yeah.
out Brandon.
Shout out Brandon McDonald.
Shout out to all of that. I don't know where we got there, but look, it's time for. Is it
Sombra Sala.
sombra or sombre? Because that says sombre.
I think it's Sombra.
Oh, it should be sombra.
Sombra.
Sombra Sala.
Sombra Sala with
Patent pending.
Angie.
Patent pending. Patent
Sombra
pending.
Sala.
We're copyrighting that. It's in the
Sombra
process.
Sala, AKA the Shade Room. So we're going to
Yeah, we're going back
talking
and forth
about,
on
like,
that one.
right now.
And you can tell us about Prius
Okay.
Poppy now that you're on camera.
Oh my no.
Okay.
I guess the update.
Does he watch us?
No, he doesn't. He doesn't
Why?
know Spanish. Well, he's watched the
He
couple.
doesn't talk Spanish?
Wow.
Angie.
I told you.
Look, I'm not anti, like, I'm for
I'm
him.
teaching him, and
You're
he's
teaching
like
him?
willing to learn, so he knows.
Wait,
to
he's
learn.
white?
He's a white Mexican.
He's coconut.
How
Bad.
do Orange County people
Yeah,
feel
fix the
about
mic to
people
your
from the
face.
IE?
Ew.
Turn the mic to you. Yeah. Like that. Yep.
Yeah,
Okay, because I don't want to mess it up for him.
No, you're good.
Okay,
Don't
okay.
move it when he gets back.
So your man at the moment doesn't know Spanish.
It's not my man. Stop
You're not
putting words
claiming
in
it,
my
or-
mouth.
Okay.
Chill.
Damn. Okay, all right, on topic. Back on topic.
Anyways, I'm here for the chisme, so whatever.
Sombra sala.
Yeah, not my chisme. Gosh.
What's going on in the world?
Okay, so el dúo dinámico.
Chill,
Wisin
business.
y Yandel.
We see together. They're actually finally doing their last tour. La última misión.
Wow.
So after what? 24 years together.
Wow.
12 albums together. They
Yeah.
finally announced like, hey, this is gonna be our last tour, which starts, I believe, September
Wow.
2nd.
This September?
Yeah, it's
So
starting this
all
year.
their festival dates don't count as their tour?
No, they actually have like a
Because they
whole
have a
set.
lot of festivals. They have, they're performing like twice in Chicago.
At the Sueños thing.
Yeah, they're, shout out Sueños, shout out Aaron Ampuria. I would love to cover your festival. And then they're doing another one in Chicago. I seen.
Oh yeah, that one looks cool.
That one
I
looks
saw
dope.
It. I
yeah,
saw it.
it's
yeah.
on the east side. Shout out my east side.
Which I was really shocked that they have something like that in Chicago.
Yeah, it's
I
on.
thought it was
Yeah.
like LA.
There's a
It's
lot
in the
of us
Latino
out there.
side.
I think
Yeah,
that's why it's so big.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of the first things ever. But
Oh, probably.
what are you more sad about this, Angie? Like I know there's like they've had great albums, but
They do.
What is one of the what is
Honestly, they've gone solo before, and they've actually been great together. I mean, separately. So I think being just them departing, they'll be
It's
fine.
an official
Yeah.
retirement as the
They
collective known as
said
we see in
it's
the
official retirement, but they're still open to the idea that maybe down the line, maybe do a joint again.
Okay, so they're Tom Bradying it.
Yeah.
basically.
Probably, yeah.
Are they the greatest Latino duo of all time?
I was thinking that while I was listening to like Rakata,
Rakata!
right?
Song.
You for sure went up to that.
I love Rakata.
Oh, that shit was
Yeah.
going up in my middle
Sexy
school.
movimiento.
Are
Come
they-
on, guys.
Los
Estoy
extraterrestres.
enamorado.
That's them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. See?
Duo, though.
They're a duo.
They're
I know,
crazy.
no, but who
Like,
else?
what other duos? Joel and Randy?
Oh, true.
Okay. You gotta. They're one of.
and White?
They're probably the
Rakim
best.
and White.
Zion
but-
and Lennox.
Zion and
Yeah,
Lennox?
No,
you're
but-
right.
Yeah.
I
You're right,
I
you're
would
right.
say they're one of the best ever doing the reggaeton scene.
Oh, for sure.
For sure.
Or for at least to start it.
Yeah, at least
Push
they
that.
they paved the way for all the new groups. So damn.
What
How do you
groups?
feel about this?
Now I'm thinking of duos.
Yeah, right? I was
Yeah.
thinking that while I was listening to all that stuff.
Rakata is incredible.
Heck
Shout out to
yeah.
Wisin y Yandel.
Zion
Shout
and
out to
Lennox.
them. Yeah.
I never
is.
knew those names before, but now I know kids named Wisin and kids named Yandel because of Wisin y Yandel.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
True, because Yandel is not a very...
No, yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Yandelson sounds like somebody that knows magic.
Why?
Why?
Yandel.
What? That's you just said the name
I
again.
know it just sounds Yandel.
Magical.
Magical.
And what else is going on,
Okay,
Angie?
but the real thing that I really, really,
Give
really
it
wanted to talk
us,
about
give it to us.
was Missy Elliot and Bad Bunny. Okay, so
Two different worlds colliding for you, Halati, right now.
I
Yeah.
love it,
Oh
I
no,
love
I
it.
was thinking at first. I'm like, hip hop and reggaeton clash. But I was thinking. So what happened is Zafaera. You guys know, mami que tú quieres.
Aquí llegó tu tiburón. Yo
Okay.
quiero pelear y
Okay.
mamarme.
Okay. Hold up. So usually I'm really good at like catching like samples, things like that. But for some reason this slid. The whole ting, 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 ting,
It's
ting,
slid by Bad Bunny too.
It's led by everyone. So apparently, Joel just did an interview that dropped this week, and he's saying and claiming that Missy Elliott actually owns most of the rights of or royalties of Zafaera.
That is-
So they went from them owning like 15 to 30%, and now each of them own 1%. All because they did not clear that sample of ting, ting, ting,
Get
ting,
your
ting,
freak
ting,
on.
Get your freak
and
on.
that's Nengo Flo's fault. Not his
No.
fault, but
That's
So-
the producer.
he's the producer.
No, he's actually on the song, but the producer is Tiny and
Tiny.
DJ
Oh,
Orma.
okay. So you guys, Tiny produced Gasolina.
Yeah.
Tiny's
Yeah.
big, yeah.
Yeah, Tiny's that did the photo shoot for Ugly Primo for
Oh, yeah.
Central. So Tiny produced that.
Tiny and DJ Orma.
Wow.
Produced
Oh,
that.
fucking DJ Orma
Yeah.
is Bad Bunny's DJ.
There you go. But
Wow.
Joel wasn't pointing fingers at just one. He was just saying,
Who's Joel?
Joel also
Joel and Randy, they're a
Joel and
group.
Randy.
the group.
Yeah, I know Joel.
So,
But why
the-
are they talking about?
because they're on the song.
Bad Bunny
They're on the song.
They're on the
Oh,
song.
okay.
They're on the
It's,
song too.
yeah, it's Joel, Randy, Bad Bunny, and what's his face?
There's
Okay,
no
but-
girl on the song.
Go Flo.
They don't credit her. Right? They don't. Right?
The girl on isn't there a girl on the song?
Yeah, I forgot her
Like
name.
that's what stands out to me.
Yeah.
The girl.
What did
Really?
she
The
say? She
part-
She's
was like,
uncredited. Yeah,
what did
Yeah.
she say?
I don't even know.
I forgot.
She says
I keep.
She's
thinking,
the
"Mami, que
female
tú
vocals on the
quieres."
song. Yeah.
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 she says the oh my god, I just had it slip. But
Backup.
no, she
Second
sings
voice? I
no,
don't
she
know.
has her own part.
Doesn't she do the tiburon part?
No,
No, that's like I think Joel or something.
Dear Joel.
They sound like girls. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, no, they
Like
killed
Weekend
it.
sounds like a girl.
Yeah, yeah.
sometimes.
Oh,
Nah, but
Romel Santos.
Yeah. It's okay.
damn.
That's true.
What part is she?
The falsetto.
Yeah,
Are
I'm
we?
trying to
Okay.
think.
Are we
Okay,
thinking
I'm
of?
sorry.
No, Are we thinking of Yo Perreo Sola?
No, but
Because
No.
there's
tiburon.
female
It's
vocals on there too.
It's the tiburón. Mami, que tú quieres.
I thought that was a
Aquí
girl.
era tu tiburón.
No, that's
Like,
Jolie
déjame-
Randy, I think.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So I didn't.
Okay, so then
there's
maybe
no
yeah.
girl.
Okay.
So
I'm
maybe
confused.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Maybe
I
we're
am
getting-
No,
confused.
knowing Bad
It
Bunny,
might be
No, no,
Yo
I'm
Perreo
knowing
Sola.
Bad Bunny, he's big feminist. I'm pretty sure he would have credited the girl.
Oh yeah.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, it's Bad Bunny. He can
Yeah.
do no harm.
Yeah.
He's like in a pedestal for me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That
but
shit broke her up. Can't be
Yeah.
mad at bro at all.
but the sad part is, the unfortunate part is that they
Yeah.
this humongous
Huge song.
identify songs as like forever songs, and I think Zafaera is definitely a
Oh,
forever
yeah.
song that we're gonna hear
It's gonna
20,
go in
30
the
years from now.
vault with, like,
Every single
Suavemente
family
and all of
party,
that when they
exactly.
play
It's
it.
gonna carry on
Missy
forever.
Elliot owns it.
She owns it.
Yeah,
Every
most
time
of
you
the
stream it,
royalties.
she gets a large percentage of it. And
A
then
chunk of it.
Joel and Randy have to split 1% together.
No, I don't.
You get
0.5?
0.5 and you get 0.5.
Hilarious.
But
No.
I said, because we talked about it off camera, but everybody was so like fucking like, what the
Dude,
fuck?
it blew my mind. I'm like, what? After what? 2 years? that it dropped?
2 years.
Yeah.
And it was a single to, what's his album called?
Yo
why-
hago
Yo hago
lo que me da la gana.
Yeah. Where
Yeah,
he
it
got
was his big single.
big single, went viral. There was people on at his concert.
Oh yeah. The
Fucking-
little shark. The sharks.
yeah.
Yeah, so damn.
And let's make it a point to not necessarily vilify Missy Elliott,
Yeah.
because it may not have been her call
Oh, no.
or her fault. A
No,
lot
no,
of
no.
times it's music attorneys, publishing
Right.
companies that catch something like this, and then they go to them and say, "Hey, we just found you $40 million. Would you
Yeah.
sign this paper to
Right.
collect it?"
Is it $40 million, like, I don't know,
That's an example.
music-wise? Is it $40 million back catalog, and then she still gets, like, a check every month, or, like...
Yeah, she owns.
Yeah.
If she owns most of the publishing, she's
Yeah,
gonna
she-
continue to make
Forever.
money off
Yeah.
of that.
She
forever.
could live off stuff like that?
Money.
Ew.
Oh yeah, she lived up
No,
her
no,
whole
I'm
catalog,
just,
but
I know, I'm trying to let them know how big this song is, that
It's huge.
where
It's
she
a-
could probably live off this one song.
Well, I
Yeah.
don't know exactly. She's not Mariah Carey. It's not like a Mariah Carey Christmas song,
no, but
but it's
The
pretty
way-
big.
the
way
well,
Latin
Mariah
artists-
Carey could live off 20 lifetimes with her song, but it's I
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
think no one's gonna. But
But
Missy
Zafaera,
could live off
yeah.
of.
yeah,
It's the big
anybody
single.
could
Yeah.
live comfortably and
Heck yeah.
receive a super fat royalty check every month. From
But
this.
it's crazy because it's literally that. Ding, 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 ding. That's
then-
it.
and
It's not
then-
even her vocals.
And then what's crazy is, as a hip-hop head, Letty, for you say you missed it too, right?
Yeah, I'm really good with catching samples, and it's sped up. It's Get Your Freak On sped up in a part of the song, and then of course like you catch it. And I'm sure my whole thing is it's on the producers. It's on the producers to have been like, hey, but I made this song using this sample, this beat. But what happens so much when there's a collaboration like song, like an instrumental, you don't even know what part is getting added from who. It's just gumbo
Yeah.
at that point.
And
It's
then-
like a hella pozole, menudo, like anything you're just throwing in there. Like someone's throwing in the oregano, another person's throwing in like the cabbage, all of that gets crazy.
And
But that should be documented. That's not Bad Bunny's fault at
No,
all.
it's not.
I would say that it's also on the A&R.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely label A&R stuff, and it's like a new.
Drop the ball.
It reminds me of the Juice WRLD situation when Juice WRLD got that song from Sting, which is his breakout song, and Sting owned that song. It blew up, and I think Juice WRLD is like, you know what, I'm gonna like let it leverage me.
Yeah.
But Sting is gonna be good already. However, with that song, it was a basically cut and paste instrumental. It's literally the same song. Juice WRLD's just singing and rapping over it.
Yeah.
This one they did more to it. They did more to it.
And then what's crazy is that they probably missed it, like, which I don't, like, as somebody that works for a label, but it is probably a Latino label. He probably is a Latino A&R. That's probably not too in I could be wrong, but not too in tune with Missy. But
I would say that the A&R position is really a
Yeah,
lost.
that's your job. Like,
a lost art now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you have these different types of A&Rs now that they're the ones that are out there, you know, on TikTok looking for the next best thing. And they're in the club with the artist, just trying to get them to, you know, to sign, but then they disappear completely from.
oh wow,
silver alert.
Silver alert. Missing endangered elderly. An endangered.
They can't find you, Ron.
He's here.
no, but yes, I think it's one of those things where it's like it was probably just like
Somebody dropped the ball. Like you said, the A&R.
Yeah.
An A&R.
Ron.
An A&R's job sometimes is to clear all the instruments
Is
and
that-
everything used
That
in
and
an
honestly, that
instrumental.
song has a lot of samples,
Yeah.
a lot of mixes, a
No,
lot
no,
of.
and,
that they
and,
just
no,
do it.
and if I was gonna say that beat is everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it literally.
No, you know which one like I thought was crazy is so Rick Ross has Every Day I'm Hustling. When LMFAO did Every Day I'm Shuffling,
Oh yeah.
when they flipped that, they just flipped his words, but they said it in the same cadence, which is the same way his words flow. They owe him. He makes money off of Every Day I'm Shuffling
And that
just
was a
because
huge
they
fucking song,
copied
too.
the same cadence of Every Day I'm Hustling.
So
That all of that music stuff is crazy.
another
like,
thing about the music industry that a lot of people don't know is when a song gets that big, there's literally people whose job it is
Yep.
to find any single sample in the song that they can collect
Yeah.
from.
Why is
Shout out to wesample.com, one of my favorite websites ever. You put in a song,
That's
it'll
what
tell
happened
you
to,
what.
like,
Yeah, sample.
Blurred lines, all that shit. It got too big. Some
Yeah.
songs just get too big and they're like, oh, let me see that.
That's Marvin Gaye.
That's my shit. That sounds just like this. And if they can argue in court,
Even
and
if it's like a direct copy, even if you say like, well, I didn't use that, but it's like, yeah, but you had a drummer come in here and do the exact same thing. Like, bro, come on, like you're still.
I think it's like I've heard like rappers do like a sample before, and then you ask the managers, oh, you know, it's like a copyright, and they're like, well, I mean, if we get sued, I mean, fuck, it's a good thing.
I mean,
That's
honestly, yeah.
type
The
of thinking.
mixtape era is a lot of that.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
mixtape, but then that's why a lot of the mixtapes are not on streaming services because the loophole is as long as you don't get paid from it, you can kind of go around it. So a lot of mixtapes aren't on like these Apple Music or Tidal or anything because then they would have to clear samples.
A lot of Dom Kennedy's early catalog
Yeah.
can't
J.
be
Cole.
on streaming services for that same reason.
Fucking Bryson Tiller's breakout song got a lot of heat for that exchange.
Oh, true. And then J. Cole did it.
Did
You're
it
right.
as well.
That exchange
It's
is
a
a sample from.
of
Oh, I can't think of the song right now.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Let me look.
it was a SWV.
It's like an old school R&B song, but I seen like the
Yeah.
producer that made it. He did some shit on Genius where how he made the beat,
Yeah.
and then it went viral because everybody was like, "You literally just added drums to a beat that was already there." And Bryson Tiller went viral off like
Swing
he-
My Way, SWV. Swing,
swing.
My Way.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
SWV Swing My
KP
Way.
and Swing My Way.
Yeah. One Take J, hello. Remember how it was like the iPhone ringtone?
Yeah.
At first, but they went back in. Lo the Great had to go back in and use a xylophone instead of the actual ringtone because he didn't want to get sued by Apple.
Yeah, you gotta be smart.
They literally,
makes sense.
if you listen to it like the first version, it's Apple ringtone. If you listen to the
Yeah.
single that got re-released through Atlantic, it's just a xylophone. But you think you're hearing the Apple ringtone.
Yeah.
It's a trip.
Trickster ear.
Yeah.
Well, that's what Bad Bunny and
appreciate you, Andy, very
Yeah.
much.
And shout
You're
out to Missy
welcome.
Elliot.
Yeah, shout out Missy
Yeah,
Elliott.
Missy Elliot, get your bag.
Yeah, you
I
can
want to hear
talk
some
about
new
it.
music from Missy Elliott.
Hmm?
I want to hear some new music.
Yeah.
From
Maybe
Missy
with
Elliott.
Bad Bunny.
Zafaera.
With Bad Bunny.
Zafaera.
That should be like
She should
like
perform
they
Zafaera.
should. Oh, she can. She probably has to give Bad Bunny permission now. You want to perform this shit tonight? You want?
Wow.
Imagine.
Yeah, she probably gets a bag every time.
Oh, for sure.
performs it.
The PRO royalties for sure.
But you know too, what I love is like Bad Bunny's got more where that came from.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, calladita. Hey, that's my song before I enter the club while I'm driving there.
Really?
Because it gets me into the.
mood?
I'll be like, ooh. Shout out all the Latino DJ that's been killing it. So I learned about this DJ. I guess he's been around for a long time, but I didn't know this. His name is De Oro. He's done songs with Elvis Crespo, Chris Brown. Fucking, he's done. That's funny. Chilean.
Elvis Crispy.
Elvis Crespo. He done song with everybody. He's done. He's done. And I seen him. Shout out Jessica Flores. They shout out DJ Lechero. I was in Vegas at the same time they were in there. Like, food pull up on us. The homies DJing at Marquise. I'm thinking it's probably, I ain't gonna lie, I'm like Vegas. And they're like, he kind of does EDM. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I thought he was white. I pulled up. I pulled up and he's a Mexican DJ that's done shit with Pitbull also. And he's from West Covina, the San Gabriel Valley. And he's killing it, going crazy. He just did just did Mexico EDC. He did Mexico EDC. And bro, I have a video where he's playing like EDM and then they go like, and then he'll go to like
La Chona?
He went crazy on La Chona. And then he'll come back and play some like, I think he mixed some like Caballo Dorado in there.
Fire.
And the crowd went crazy, even though, and half the people in Marquise were like probably like white. And he was going crazy. Everybody was going crazy. So I just wanted to give him a good shout out.
That's dope. He was actually at the Rams game when I went for the NFC Championship game.
Yeah.
He was next to the DJ, the Rams DJ, and then they were like, shout out Dioro, and then they just pointed at him, and like, not too many people knew who he was. I had recognized him because he's tight with Lechero. And I was just like, oh, that's fire. Like, you know, because he's a homegrown talent and he's an actual.
His parents were at the show.
That's fire.
And they're two Latino. You could tell they're hardworking. And his mom and his dad were recording everybody going crazy.
Like, basically, he's one of us.
Yes, bro. That's why I just wanted to give
cool as fuck.
And then I found out he's been around for a while.
Making it that big.
But I'm like, bro, like, shout out, bro, because he's real life killing that shit, doing this shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shout out his manager. His manager is also Latino.
Yep.
So, shout out Deoro. Keep doing your shit, Bam.
Is that who we're shouting out? Or do we have something else for the... Remember that segment you said you wanted to do?
Oh, yeah.
The recommendation.
But let's do Culo first.
Yeah, let's do Cool or Culo. It's been announced that there's going to be a new album from, drumroll, Selena.
Wow.
New
How do we feel about that?
music from Selena. Can you pull up the quote that I sent you, Juan, please? Yeah, it literally says, hey, pull this up when we talk about Selena. So her dad says, what's unique about it is that it's not only is the music completely new, but my son worked on Selena's voice with the computers. And if you listen to her, she sounds on this recording like she did right before she passed away. Sounds crazy. He continues, but if you listen to it now, the same song with different arrangements and the voice work to where she sounds like she did right before she passed. It's kind of amazing. This tells me a few things. They're messing with her voice, and it's definitely not her before she passed. If they're trying to make her sound like before she passed. Do you get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I heard somewhere it's younger Selena, but they're going to make her sound like older Selena, like Selena from when.
So they're using like older demos.
Older demos, right? And that they probably messed with effects on the computer, and now they're going to drop it. Definitely mixed reviews about this because there is the clearly you want music from Selena. She's the greatest, but it's also been a couple decades. How long has it been since she passed away? In the 90s?
95? I believe it was 95.
Yeah, so about to be a couple decades since she passed.
Yeah.
And new music is popping up. People already feel a way about her dad and her in life. So for her to now be coming out with new music, it's going to benefit her estate, which is Pops and the family. Mm-hmm. I think we'd feel a little bit different if it was like her kids or things like that, and this goes to their kids. But knowing whatever the revenue or the like profit of this is going to the dad, which already people have issues with.
What was the problem with the dad?
Oh, just
like he's a stage dad, basically.
Yeah, stage dad, but also like
like pushing him, like come on, sing more.
In life and in death, like like a lot of people didn't like the Netflix series. Was a Netflix series, but it also came with the okay of the family. It's like, why are you
shit
guys
was
doing
ass.
this?
Living
Like
vicariously through your kid.
to your kid
Yeah.
that's dead.
Yeah.
It's exploitative or exploitive. So they already feel that way about him.
That's our cooler, right?
Yeah, it's our
Yeah,
cooler.
I would just because I'm not too up to date with it. I'm gonna go with. I mean, because you've also told me something that a lot of good music comes after people die, which is like I think you talked about. No. I think we're talking about the Tupac thing.
Okay, because I have a thing too. I think Tupac is the only like passed away person that can really hit with posthumous albums, like even years,
has a word for
even
it?
years
Posthumous,
after,
yeah.
even
Posthumous.
years
That
after, because we're
should always give me
talking
trouble.
decades. This is
Yeah.
decades. I'm not so Pop Smoke. Clearly, his album did great. He just had passed away, right?
Yeah.
And so a lot of that was off of that, and great
A lot
music.
of it was
a
already
lot of it
finished.
he already had his hands on,
Yeah.
right? But now the next albums are gonna feel a little bit weird because they're gonna be things he might have thrown away or things like of that nature. We don't know if it might be as good. With Pac is he made so much music with the intent like I'm gonna create hot music. This is not stuff they're picking up as scraps. Like he's known for like prolific is a word he used for himself. Like I go in there, I'm knocking out music, but every song he's creating, it has a purpose to one day see the light of day. It's not rough drafts. It's like and so they were getting from the songs that are already done and to put him on versus here's a song he only did one verse for, or here's a song that like it sounds bad but we can auto-tune it or things like that.
Yeah.
That's what feels, the other ones feel kind of Frankenstein vibe,
Exactly.
where his feel like they had an intention.
Well, from all accounts, people always said Pac would do start to finish 3-4 songs a
Yeah,
night.
where
Like,
other people were just doing one and partying, if that.
yeah, that he would finish every single song he did for the most part. So
With all the history you guys gave me, I'm gonna go with Kulo.
But then I also think like with Pac, like is that he set a standard that allowed people to be like, hey, this was successful. Let's try this here.
Yes.
And let's try this here. And let's try
literally
this
with
here.
everything.
But it
the
hasn't worked.
hologram,
Yeah.
it was him first.
It didn't work. Like they did the Biggie duets. That did
Yeah,
not
that
work.
didn't
Like
work.
and that's same kind of not genre, like same era, same type of rapper. Clearly Biggie's one of the greatest, but
Yeah.
it's like that didn't even hit.
Yeah.
So there's some things that even 20 years ago, and let's say like that's just clearly that's not music from right before she died. He's
Yeah.
trying to make it sound like right before she died.
Yeah.
She's probably 19 or something where this music's coming from. Imagine like just so much work that she had to have put in. Do we really want to hear that when we have great songs, incredible songs?
And you don't want to like tarnish the legacy. But do we honestly even know, like, this is me being a conspiracy theorist, how do we know that they didn't get like younger singers to
Right.
sign NDAs and be like,
Yeah.
okay, you sound like Selena, record this. We have this idea for this. We want to make this more modern.
Yeah.
Da,
The
da,
way
da.
he explained it made me sound, this is very shady.
Very
It doesn't sound
Frankenstein,
like,
like you said.
super like, hey, yeah, my son was working on the computers and now it sounds like her. What do you mean
Yeah.
now it sounds like her? It's her.
Yeah, it's supposed to.
Like, what do you mean?
Kulo.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah.
I'm going with Kulo.
Yeah. It's not her. It's Selena Gomez. It's the
We
girl
told
that
you
played.
Selena. We didn't tell
we
you
didn't say
who.
which Selena.
Oh my God. Wait, would you listen to a song with her and Tupac?
I will definitely listen to it. I'm gonna listen to it. These are
That's the
still
single?
great. Like I'm gonna listen.
Oh my
It's
God.
gonna get the stream of the
the
curiosity, the
single.
curiosity stream.
Wow.
But I don't know if it's good for them.
Yeah.
I'm going with Kulo.
Yeah, definitely Kulo. It's and then I'm seeing there are people that are just awesome. Like anytime we can celebrate Selena, let's
Yeah.
celebrate her.
That's my only like thing where I can see the bright side of it potentially is that new fans will discover her music and then go back. And like you said, it benefits her estate. I don't know. I'm all for brown business, but they kind of seem to be like squeezing the fuck out of this. You know what I'm saying? They're like every year there's like a new makeup and
Yeah.
like it's like, you know, we know they're filthy rich by now. So
The
sometimes you just have to let them rest.
facts.
You know what I'm saying?
And,
At some
like-
point, she has to rest. She's our icon. We love her. She's amazing. You know, she's like our Beyonce. You know what I'm saying? I guess you could say in so many years later. But yeah, just to me, culo. Just let it rest. at this point.
Definitely. And then if you're an artist that like, let's see, like you really got to think about these things about what you want after you pass, because it could get tricky because honestly, families, they're going to be in need. And if they're used to you being the breadwinner or like providing, they're going to expect a certain lifestyle. And unfortunately, that might be at a cost to your legacy, to your work and all of that. That's where it gets so crazy.
People have to literally like write shit down. Like Prince, didn't he say
Yeah,
never release
and
anything?
see, even so, there's this guy named Basquiat. He killed himself, but he's like a really like poppin' painter, like Basquiat paintings, right? He said, "Do not resell or do not make my artwork for like when I die, don't let this happen." They're doing that now still, even with him saying that. I think there's like a Coach collab with Basquiat stuff in it, and it's like
don't
this is
repurpose my
exactly
shit.
what he did not want.
And artists are so sensitive; they're so dead serious about that.
Especially,
And he's dead.
Dead serious. Yeah. See, even when I'm dead, I'm serious about this. I think that's where the term comes from, maybe.
That's where the term dead serious.
No, because death is serious. Like it's like wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, happy St. Patrick's Day.
Drink hella beer, mates.
Who's the luckiest fool you know? Let's end this with that. Who's the luckiest fool you know?
I think.
Are you missing anything besides? Okay.
Luckiest fool I know.
Luckiest fool I know.
Missy Elliot.
Missy Elliot? For the Bad Bunny bag?
For the Bad Bunny
that
bag.
shit just
Yeah.
landed in
She
her
the
lap.
fool.
Yeah. You're from a different friend yet,
Yeah.
right?
What?
You get
It's
it.
a 2000s
Yeah.
like reference. Yeah. It's your from
Don't get it.
Who would I say? Who would I say? I guess Pete Davidson. We don't have to expound on anything, but I would just say that.
Who's the luckiest fool you know?
The luckiest fool I know is my husband.
Ah.
No, because he's voting for stupid Mr. Crow.
Mr. Crow is the luckiest
The
fool
luckiest fool I know is that one fool that was hiding from the cops and then they missed him. They ended up getting him, but he's lucky. He's going to be like a cool little meme.
Like,
Yeah,
yeah, we're gonna
facts.
get out of jail. Like,
Hide and seek legend.
Yeah. And then there's one of my homies, it was his birthday and we got him like this really sick ass present. Like, it was so sick. He's the luckiest fool I know.
Talk about me.
Yeah.
Lost footage.
Fuck it, can I talk about the wallet? Real quick?
Yeah.
Check it out.
Okay, just hold up. Just give me a second. Just I'm saying this with a lot of love, you guys. Right? Listen, just listen. I still have it, chill. Still have it. This wallet, it's very complicated. It's supposed to be bougie, and you know how they go like it's bougie, but it's a little tight. The wallet's a little tight, but it's like my old wallet. I could just open it and put money in it. This wallet, I have to like.
Yeah, because your old one was a cartera, fool. Like,
So what is this?
This is real genuine
this is like
leather.
genuine leather.
I know, but I don't know if I like real genuine leather.
Does
It's
it need
like,
a
bro,
heavy
like,
card?
I'm gonna show you guys. how my cards. No, I love it.
No, you don't.
I already
You don't even have it on them.
I do.
Oh.
But look how my money looks, and look how my cards look just everywhere. Just look, just try to put. Okay, I'm trying to give you something that the breeders won't like zoom into, and it's just like
Your card
try to put this lid thing in one of these. Just
Well,
try.
I deal in Louis
No, but-
a lot, so like.
You have
But
to break
it's-
it in. It's,
Yeah,
it's only a week
okay.
old.
So it's a break it in thing. Okay.
Yeah, you just got.
Yeah,
you
you
gotta
I'm
break
just
it
not used to the rich life, you guys.
You gotta
okay?
put more money in
I
it.
just-
Okay, so he was walking around this whole life with like some like real like dad wallet. Like this is like think of a dad wallet. That's what Duno had.
I love the
He
dad
had
wallet.
it was the orangey leather.
The
You probably got
Dockers.
it like Ross or TJ Maxx somewhere.
It's good for other things.
It was Levi's.
Hey.
I hope that's not a condom.
It's for sure. Condom.
Okay, don't put condoms in your wallet because that makes them ineffective. Come on, you guys. Come on, you guys.
Come on.
Like the heat,
Come on.
your body heat is no. I'm Google it.
No,
What do you
get
say?
it? Come on.
There's a limited
Cam.
time.
Come on.
Okay, I don't get it.
It's a dirty joke.
Oh,
Dirty joke.
Ah.
I get it.
She said a dirty joke earlier, and we're like, say it on camera. She's like, no.
No, because you guys don't let me.
You
Okay,
can't
go ahead,
say it.
I want
What
you to
was
say
it?
The Yoshi
Yoshi.
one.
Ah, you don't want to say it. You don't
It
want
was
to say
good.
it.
I'll tell you right now after this. But so he would always walk around with this big old wallet. Like it low-key looked like a manila envelope that was full of stuff. Like, and he was like taking out receipts It's not even dollars. He never had a dollar to put into the brown bag.
Yeah, I'm horrible with money. Everything's in the bank.
Then I'm like, dude, what would be fly if we got him a Louis wallet? And so the brown bag did a GoFundMe, and we got you a
But
Louis
I do
wallet.
get treated different now.
Yeah,
Oh,
just set
Chick-fil-A?
that on the table.
I told you.
Yeah.
I went to Chick-fil-A and I was like,
Hold on.
I was like, wait a minute. Let me take out this tight wound.
He's all fighting with
Let me see it. Man, I like it.
It's fire. It's
Yeah, it's
fly.
fire.
It's fly because if it like falls out of my pocket, somebody would be like, hey, your Louis wallet.
No, they're taking
Nobody
it.
would say anything.
No one will say that. Duno's like fucking just holding the wallet. Like, girl.
Maybe.
Slap her with the wallet.
So we're talking about Yoshi. I love Yoshi.
Yeah,
What are
but-
like you? Okay, so what's your favorite like Super Mario? Like what is it? Like sound effect? Like it's me, Mario, right? When Toad falls in Mario Kart, it's like that one's really funny too, right?
Yeah.
For Mario,
Or like any kind of character like that.
I don't think I have one for Super Mario. I have one for Pokemon.
What is it?
Squirtle, Squirtle.
Squirt.
Because he's so cool, like Squirtle.
Yeah, Squirtle.
Or when he says Squirtle, like, shout out Squirtle.
So mine is Yoshi's when he's like,
Go ahead, I think go ahead.
You say it.
No, I'm not gonna
That's
say
what you.
it.
That's what you said.
That's it.
I'll say it for you.
Okay.
So let's do is like we're just talking. We're literally like trying to choose.
We're having that combo. Yeah.
Yeah,
Who we should do for
like,
CNR.
The CNR, and Letty was like, Yoshi taught me how to give head, and me and Vic were like, wait a minute. I was like, what? She's like, yeah. She just looked at me. She just looked at me and Vic was like, and I was like,
Yeah, because he could stick out his tongue and then get the huevo and then get like, yeah, it's real. It happens.
episode 36, you guys.
Lucky ass fool. Shout out to Jorge.
Lucky Yoshi.
Oh my god.
Yo, can I say one thing? There's a art show this weekend called Art Angeles,
Yes.
All right.
Say that, Maximo.
curated by
Say
my
that.
homegirl in Crip, and I got a few pieces in there. So
Shout out to
Hey!
Wait,
Art show.
someone invited us on the group chat?
I'm not gonna be here.
Oh, you're not gonna be there, but your art
your
will.
artwork
Yeah.
is gonna be
Like
there.
Basquiat.
Wow,
The
look
brown
at
Basquiat
you.
right
I'll
here.
be in
Shout out
Mexico.
to Encrypt too.
Yeah.
I don't know her. Like I follow her. She's fly. She's awesome. She's a Latina photographer. She kills it. And her photos are beautiful. I would like for her to shoot us.
Can you give us the address? Give us the address
Yeah,
right
yeah.
now.
Yeah.
We could put it.
I'll
in-
send you the flyer.
No, put the address for the readers that are
Oh,
listening.
we have to give recommendations. So that's a
That's a
great brown
recommendation.
recommendation.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it's gonna be a lot of dope people all over LA.
Yeah.
Pull up.
What is one of your favorite pieces that you have on there?
Nah, people gotta show up to see.
Oh,
it.
people
your
do
picture,
this.
your picture of me?
Yeah.
Yes, pull up.
Yeah.
I'll definitely want to go to an
Call
art
me
show.
Yoshi.
In Crip, the brown bag would be there supporting you.
Facts.
These two have kids, but I'll for sure be there.
Oh, and then shout out to Jose.
Yes.
Oh yes.
Recommendation.
Recommendation.
Don't tell him our plans.
His family does chile tamarindo mangoes. If you see these, buy them. Although,
If you see him at Vallarta,
where do we buy
El
them? Where
Super.
can people buy
El
them?
Super?
Superior.
Superior.
Yeah.
Cárdenas.
Yes,
Panorama City.
these are bomb.
They're gas, by the way.
Yeah, they are really good.
Peace out.
We out.